Hey, Whisper to Me. Hi, Pato. Hey, Mandy Hall. How are you guys doing? Hey, Sakura Girl. Hi. Hey, Mary Kim. Chris, how are you doing? Alethea, hi. Hey, Mr. Yeshua. Hi, Evie. Hey, Alicia. Hi, Kelly Kel. You're listening at work? Hey, Sharon. Hi, Bella Mac. Hi, Carrie Lynn. Hey, Teresa. Hi, Mystery Truth Seeker. Hi, Muka. J. Oz. Sandy. How's everybody doing? What's today? I lost track today. Monday? Melinda, hi. Sheila, hi. Veronica, hello. Winter, how you doing? How you doing, Jessica? Hey, Angel Callie. I was glad you could get into the painting, Angel Callie. I was worried about you at the start. I knew you were having like a lot of problems. And Mama Ames came in. She was driving in her car. She ended up in the Zoom window and she was helping. Hey, Julie T. Hey, Patty and Jack. Monday, I lose all track of days with the summer. Hey, Sunny Bunny. This is the kids' first week without camp. So at least even camp kind of kept us a little bit online. Hey, Joe Canna, how are you? You love being able to add a face to add a face. Yeah, I know. It was nice that everybody came on camera, and I think maybe more people will. I think everybody had a pretty good time. Everybody emailed afterwards and said, they had a really good time. So, it's Tuesday afternoon there? Oh, okay. Oh, it's Sheila. Okay, got you. It's the Irish spelling. Okay. Hey, Carrie Lynn. Hey, Mary. You have news? What news, Mary? What kind of news do you have? Hi, Lisa. I was actually watching, the reason I'm late, I was watching something Cowgirl sent me about Rick Hubbard, the prosecutor in the Amber Jones trial. He did about a 45-minute interview. Yes, thank you for everyone helping me. I was flipping out. I had to go to Walmart at 7 a.m. to get the stuff and then couldn't get on. Oh, no. Yeah, that would make you freaked out. But you guys did okay, and you guys were real free spirits with your painting, and you're a great grandmother? Excellent. Congratulations. Everyone painting. We're so talented. I don't know, Evie. I think it was just, if you followed along, you could do it, really, because everybody did really well. Hey, William. Hi, Teresa. The 16-year-old who won $3 million on Fortnite? No. How did he win $3 million on Fortnite? We were swimming until late tonight. I mean, the sun was almost coming down when we got out of the water. Jeff made it easy to paint the waterfall. You would think the waterfall was the easiest thing, but it really wasn't. It was driving me nuts, that waterfall. Everybody else's looked so good, like, I don't know. The waterfall itself, I'm talking about, Jessica, just the water part of it. It was amazing how different everybody else's looked, right? They had a World Cup championship. Stop. I'm sending it to you. I put it in your living room. Okay. Hey, Evie. Hey, Carrie. Rennie. I feel bad that I missed the paint night. Well, you can do it, Lisa. You can just put it on replay and do it again. I might do it again with maybe my daughter or somebody. I don't know. I might do it again. Just follow along on that one. Just see. I don't know. You could do better. Yeah, you could do it again. You could just put it on replay and do it again, and you can speed it up, and then it won't take 7 hours, but you could just speed it up. Anybody that did do it, the lighting in my fake kitchen looks fantastic. Thank you, Robbie. I heard that. Did you get a hamster? What happened to the ants? No more ants? Hamsters? You didn't get the turtle, huh? The turtle is the... Turtles are it. Hey, Kindness Cake. Hey, Caddy. Hey, J Bells. You thought it looked pretty good? Very waterfally? Everybody else's looked like they had like more definition, like the way it fell over the cliffs. And I was like, wait, why does mine look like that? There's Mommy with her pretty lake hair. Yeah, my pretty, it's true. I got out of the lake close to 8 o'clock. And Jimmy and Luke were following the kayak. We were swimming, and it's nice. Kelly. Hi, Diane. It's art. Don't compare it? Okay, no. All right. Hi, see my tutu. You still have some ants, and yes, you got a sweet little hamster. Does he have a little habit trail? Do they still make a habit trail, Robbie? Where you can add on? Does he have a little wheel? Is he a nocturnal? He's nocturnal, isn't he? Hey, Hennessy Day, Carol, Sandy L. Hey, Sharon, I missed you. Scarlet Rain. See, I knew it jumped up. Kindness Cake. Kelly Finelli. Got you. You have crazy weather? It's supposed to be warm this week, and I hope it is. Mommy, it was your first time doing this. Don't be sad. So hard on myself. I tend to be like that, Veronica. I don't know, hard on myself. It's just like I'm looking at everybody else's, and I'm like, wait a minute. Like, how come your clips look so different, and how come they have so much white? I think like I keep wanting to go back and fix it. I don't know. I think maybe I just do a new one, because I have like a bunch of canvases, and I have loads of paint. I might do it and challenge Jimmy, see what they come out like. You love the curls? Yeah, I don't know. I never knew I had curly, like my hair. My mother would be like, you have curly hair. And then I'm like, no, I have straight hair like crazy. And then, no, she's like, no, you always had curly hair as a young kid. And then it went like straight. And now it's, anytime it's wet, it's curly like that, wavy. That's the lake hair. I have to get a shirt though. You sent me a little something in the mail, Lisa? Oh, thank you. Did you see what Mama Ames got me? You guys, did you see? She got me a flying squirrel. He's so soft. His little tail. He's bigger than a real flying, like a real flying squirrel is much smaller than this, but he's good. He's a good size for a fake, flying squirrel, and I like fake things, right? So he fits right here with the fake kitchen, and what other kind of fake things do I have? I don't know. Fake, I don't know. It's 118 in Vegas. She's nocturnal, and you got a cool cage, but it was plastic and flimsy, so it went back, and you got an aquarium for her? Oh, that's good. So yeah, Mommy Ames got me this, and she got me a nice card that she said was personal. So, and then she got me that nautical rope, right? What else did Mommy Ames got me? And she got me the little Shine Bright, which she said reminded her of Shanann. So that was nice. But this guy is so soft. Now he goes with the donkey, right? Now I'm gathering a menagerie. Whisper to me. Got the cat. I've got the flying squirrel now. I've got the donkey. But yeah, the donkey's very cute. Okay. I mean, the donkey's cute too. The flying squirrel is very soft. I don't know about the fake kitchen. I know. Were you the one that found me out on the drawer, Lisa? Did you find me out that I went and got a snack? It's really soft, MH. Hey, MH. A bunch of you came in. Lisa H. Flying squirrel, Steffi. Yeah, he's not really like, he's got like beans in him. Those little pellet beans. But yeah, just the fur on him is really, really soft. Like you can't stop touching. Hey, Lisa H, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Hi, Mrs. Roger Rabbit. Who else did I miss? Jenny Joe, hi. You saw the video? Yeah, the flying squirrel is really cute. Renee, thanks for coming to the painting, Renee. Did you enjoy yourself? Was that the first time you've done something like that? Or oh, no, you're the real crafty one, but you said you didn't do your wall in your kitchen, right? I was getting to know people's voices. I didn't even have to look. I'm like, oh, that's Laura. I knew. But I think everybody had a good time. You know, but I think it would have been really funny if we set up someone, like, just say someone, we set them up to just paint everything the wrong way. I mean, really horrible, like atrocious, right? And then every time you'd come around to them, you'd turn it around and it would be like nothing like the picture. And don't tell any of the other people that it's a setup, just to see what they say, especially like Jeff, right? And then be like, what's it look like? And just see what everybody else would look like that wasn't in on it, right? Wouldn't that be fun? Was it fun? So yeah, I didn't know. It was hard. Like, I couldn't pay attention to the chat, and I didn't know whether you guys were bored to tears or what. But you could just go back and try it in yourself. And I was wondering how many tried it themselves. And if you did, send me your pictures, because I'm going to put them all in a video so everybody can see everybody's finished product. Some people went ahead and like Barbara, she retooled some things in her picture, and I think I don't know. You didn't, Angel, right? You didn't change your picture at all, did you? After that, but I think someone else fixed something too and then sent it back. But that would be so funny if now to said it so everyone knows. Yeah, I know, but it would have been really funny. It would have been hysterical. And how's so-and-so doing? Oh, and Jessica would have been like, that's really good. I like that. Because she's just too sweet. And her face didn't show, so she was lucky. So she could have winged it, but we couldn't. All of us that our faces were showing, like, where did they get that? Where's the cliffs? It's your birthday, Jill. Oh, today's the 30th? Oh my gosh, I don't like the way the summer's going too fast. I don't like it at all. Okay, so let's talk about, you want to add a tree? My son said a couple of wolves. Yeah, I think wolves have to, I don't think I'm finished with mine either, Renee. Nay. I'm going to have to look at a Bob Ross to make a happy wolf or something. It's art. Everyone has their, who are you to judge? Or have someone do the painting, show Jeff the good one, then at the end shows something ugly. Mommy, it was funny when I accidentally called you. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't even have like a Brittany around that I would even say that. I'm finishing up my painting right now, Mommy, and then I'll send you a picture when I'm done. Really? You're still working on it, Sassy Darcy? Do you see? I think that I might want to keep going back and back and back, and then I think it could be obsessive at a point, you know, right? So I guess there's a few things I want to touch up. I will, Angel Callie. I'll check. I'll probably make the video tomorrow with all the portraits in there. Hey Diana, how'd your painting come out? Did you finish it? You have to send me a picture because we're going to make a video. Yeah, Sassy, it's got to go into the video. And I think wasn't the Bryan clan, I think she was doing, which brings me to say, there was that garlic festival thing, and the Bryan clan's like mother and sister, and I think maybe another family member, they were hiding behind cars and stuff with the shooting. Your mom had 7 kids, and we got called the wrong names all the time. I was always called Bobby. Never go back. It will always be unfinished, like pie. Yeah, I know. Pie is unfinished. Oh, like pie, no one to stop. I got you. Never mind. I read that. It was like panda eats shoots and leaves. Hey there, cowgirl. I did watch that thing. I was going to talk about it in a minute. I know Amber had asked me yesterday she wanted to come on, and then we had the storm, and I sent her, the Bryan clan was in, yeah, during the shooting, right, yes, they were. Thankfully, they weren't hurt. But she said, it's still. But Cowgirl, I sent her a message. I don't know. She had asked me to come on last night, but then we had the storm. The electricity was going on and off. So I asked her if she wanted to come on tonight and talk. I'm not sure what she wants to talk about. Maybe this, maybe not. I don't know. But if you could get a hold of her, Cowgirl, and ask her if she wants to come on tonight, it's fine. And maybe she didn't see my message because she wanted to come on last night. So anyway, Cowgirl Up sent me a interview with Rick Hubbard, who was the prosecutor in the Tim Jones Jr. trial. And so he went through everything, and what was really important to him was, number one, making sure that Natan had the same verdict as the others, and that it was, a murder, and not that, he just died, or, as a result of the PTing and stuff, and okie dokie. And what else did he say? He just said he felt for Amber, and he didn't know she, it got to them that she got that emotional on the stand, but she was the mother, and she was the, so important with that call with Natan for that timeline there, and that all the stuff that he really thanked the Mississippi police officers, because all of that stuff that was found in the SUV was imperative to the case, the confessions, the lists, the letters by Amber because of how Tim poisoned the children, that their mother didn't want them, and all the lies. It was a very, very good interview. If you want to see it, do you want the link? You want me to put the link down and you guys can check it out, because it's a really good interview. It's about 45 minutes long. And, oh yeah, is the Bryan clan here now? We're getting some mugs, Gina. Some mugs now, if I can get some made. I'm very, very, I can't make up my mind on certain things. I know it's bad. Oh, okay. All right. I thought you, okay. You want the link? Yeah, let me give you the link to the interview. Yeah, Hennessy, I'm trying to get to it. It's just, I'm going to try. I'm going to try a little harder. Oh, good. Let me post a link. Great. Oh, I don't think they'll cost much, I think Casbot got some, I think, on Teespring. I don't know if Casbot's here. What's the price on her mugs? Probably like that. Hey, Deb BC Survivor. Hi, Lucille Ball. Hi, Jenny D1. Hi, Deb on the Move. What else did I miss when I went out here? So, yeah, I mean, you'll take two. Okay. I just want a site where you can design a bunch, because they have ones that you can design like a bunch of different designs, and then you don't have to get the inventory, and people can just order, and you can have mugs and whatever you want, and just with different types of logos, because with our channel being a lifestyle channel, there's all different types of logos or sayings that we say, and I'd rather have a variety so someone can get something that they like or they identify with. So I have to look, because I know there is some place like that where you can design a whole bunch of different things. I'd love to see the. I just put it down, Sakura. Did you get the link? Let me see. It's a good interview. It's long. It's like sometimes they're superficial and they really go into a lot of detail in there. Yeah, you see what I mean, Angel Kelly? Like I could do turtle, like if I could do it like that, I could do a turtle mug, and then I could do, a true crime mug, and then I could do Jimmy Get Your Gun mug, and just then I could just do a Monorail mug, whatever, and have a bunch there, and people could say, well, I really want this kind of mug, and I could. So I think there is a site like that where you don't have to get all the inventory. It can just be ordered and like drop shipped. Hopefully, we'll see. Hey, hi Judy. Hey Judy, I haven't seen you in a while. Wow. Welcome back. Hi Elise K. So did anyone see that interview? Facts not fluff, right, Veronica? A Rambler's mug would be nice, Tracy V. Yeah, that would be nice too, right? So we'll have to see if we can get something like that. And then what else is going on? Cowgirl, there's nothing new about those guys in British Columbia? Did they find them or anything else going on with that now? Or they're just can't find them? Hi, Nana Jules. Hi, Mom. Wee Chickadee. How are you? How you go, girl? You collect mugs? Yeah, I have a problem with mugs, Jessica. I have a very big, huge problem with mugs. Yeah, I was shopping with my sister, and I'm like, I saw him, like we were at the store, and I said, I have a real problem with mugs. And she's like, oh my gosh, I have such a problem with mugs too. Flying squirrel mugs, see what I mean? It goes on and on. No, they haven't found them yet? No leads or anything? Hi, Brenda. Coffee. Sabrina, hello. Diana, I missed it. Did you finish your painting? If you did, please send me a picture. Not found. People in Manitoba are being told to stay in their homes. Wow, Melinda. Hey, Short Nice. They had a sighting? Where and how long ago, Short Nice? I wonder how long it's going to be till they get them. Oh my gosh, and what happened with the, did they get a verdict? I was so busy today. Did they get a verdict in the York Landing? Nothing, they were spotted in York Landing. They were spotted there and it was too late or something? Oh, that's weird. Chlamydia, the struggle is real. They were seen in the York's Landing. They killed the young man that shot the people in Gilroy minutes after he began shooting. Do they know what was the total amount of fatalities? Because it was like 3 and injuries, right? Thanks, I have it now. Check your email. Okay, the RCM police aren't doing very well with finding the teenage killers. No? No verdict. Oh, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? The Rosenbaum case, no verdict. So what do you think? Were you thinking they were going to come with the verdict? Because they had like all week. I know they're not supposed to think about it or anything, but then you think there'll be a verdict tomorrow, Wildlife? Oh, that's terrible, Carol. 3 fatalities, Tammy. Oh. Hey, Ninja. All the girls did a wonderful job with their paintings. Loved every minute of it. I wish I would have been there too. Well done, girls. Nana, you can just go grab a canvas and replay it and do it too. And then if you get it to me in time, we can put it in the video. Or if a bunch of you make them after that, we can still make a new video of the other ones. You're doing some finishing touches. You love doing it. I'm happy with it. It's the first time ever. I'm going to try a few others with Bob Ross. Good, good. Your prediction is the verdict will be Friday? Oh. You think tomorrow, if not something going on? You were hoping the verdict would be today, Bergstrom, huh? Any updates on any of our cases? Yeah, well, that's what we're kind of going over right now. I mean, because we've been looking at the British Columbia case, Judy, and no, they haven't found them. I was talking about Tim Jones Jr., where the prosecutor just did a lengthy interview that was really good. See if anybody saw that. Put out the link for that in case anybody wants to watch that. And the Dulos case, right? We don't have anything really going on with that. They still haven't found her, right? Not that I've heard. Jennifer Dulos has not been found. And then trying to think about what other things we have. Frazie's going, we don't have anything new on that. That's going to be going to trial in October. And Rosenbaum, the jury's out now on that one. For some reason, I must be having hallucinations. I thought you were superimposed looks in it. Did you? You thought I superimposed their no. That would be neat if I did that, Lisa, but no, I didn't. I don't understand why the jury had to ask the judge what leg was broken. I don't know with this jury why they ask questions like that. Judge wouldn't answer it. And another question. Wow. They pulled troops out of Gillam and flew them to York Landing. Huh. So they just were spotted, and how long ago was that, though? Thank you to Jeff. I would have never gotten started painting if it wasn't for you two doing the paint panel. Really, Diana? You look like you were an old pro there with all of your stuff. Like, I thought you look like you have done this a lot of, many times. I would never know you were a novice. Only way into York is by ferry or by plane. So did they go through all the airports that were there? There are a lot of private airports there, like for small planes, and the ferry is there. There's cameras on the ferries to see if people come through. They're still together then, I guess? Because somebody was saying they might have split up. Is Wednesday, Mama Ames is the 31st. Is that Wednesday? Wait a minute. Oh my gosh. I hate to think of because I hate to think of the end of July. I can't take it. I love the summer. It's my favorite time. Hey Matthew, how are you doing? Bush planes too? Hey Maddie Jean. The RCMP says they are still together. Okay. Did you hear about the Grand Tamano case in Florida? A little bit, but I haven't gone into that. Do you want to talk about it, Teresa? You want to call in and talk about it? If you have a case you want to call in and talk about it, tell me about. Get us all involved in it. That's what happened when Charlene called about the Rosenbaum case, right? She called about it, and then a lot of people that didn't really know about it got involved in it and started watching it. You want to call in, Teresa Fisher, and talk about it? Summer is like the good times on it. Yeah, I love summer. I love it. Can't believe how fast it's going. It's crazy. Did they get a verdict? If anyone wants to call in, yeah, let me know here if someone wants to call in and talk about a case. Or if you want to talk about like the Garlic Festival thing that went on, if you know anything about that firsthand or anything, you're dozing off. And I don't want to, you don't want to doze off. Look into I know that. I know that case pretty well, Melinda. Remember I told you guys about the Amazon reviews he had that were just freaky. Really, like for padlocks and things, horrible. He reminds me very much of one of my friend's husbands. It's freaky. They look so much alike. Passes coffee. Summer chewing my oldest. Oh, really? Yeah. I know, wildlife, it goes too fast. In my town. Oh, it happened in your town? You want to talk about it, Melinda? You want to call in and talk about it? You probably have some insider information on it. You might want to pass along. You took pain meds and now you're falling asleep. You have horrible sciatica. I don't want to fall asleep. Oh, the horrible sciatica. That is horrible. But I know you don't want to fall asleep, but you don't want to be in pain. I only saw part of the case today and read the news, and I don't know the other case other than what I read. Oh, okay. He was in court again yesterday there? So what's going on now? Do you want to call in and talk about what's going on now? Because I didn't know there was anything good. I mean, anything good. Anything new going on. Purple Passion. Something's up with your dad? Prayers for your dad. Hope he's okay. Purple Passion. Why is my chat stalled? You can call in. Okay. Can you send me an email and I'll send you I'll get the number. Just shoot me an email. You don't have to put anything in it. Just shoot an email. And I'll send you the number. Oh, surgery at 6 a.m. Prayers for a successful surgery. And a speedy recovery. Anyone watch Dateline? Pamela Smart. Pamela Smart. No, I didn't watch it because, like I said, we got a late start swimming because some stuff I had to take care of, and then we stayed out late. Came home, took a shower, dinner, and it was like crazy. Then I had to do Happy Meal because I had all that stuff to run around and do. How are you going with your hearing implants? She's doing well with them. It was a repeat. Pamela Smart. Why am I not? I'm trying to think about it, Muka. I probably know it, but not by name. I'm thinking Pamela Smart. I'm thinking Elizabeth Smart. Oh, yeah. I think I know that one. She had a student kill her husband. Sounds vaguely familiar. I probably have seen it because I've seen almost all the Datelines. They had beautiful pork ribs on sale. It's almost 20 years ago. Old case. She had a 16-year-old lover. He killed her husband, I think. He killed her wife. He killed her wife. Good girl. I'm on the right side of us. Who is in Derry? Who is in Derry, New Hampshire? Pat L. I'm lost. Who's in Derry, New Hampshire? This Smart lady? Oh, really? She was from Derry, New Hampshire? Huh. Interesting. Hang on. I think I have a... Oh, okay. I was just going to go get Melinda's email. Hold on a minute. My phone is not charging. Why is my phone not charging? Oh, now it is. Okay. All right, Melinda. That happened in Derry, New Hampshire? Something else happened in Derry, New Hampshire. I can't... Why is that ringing a bell for me? Derry, New Hampshire. Okay, Melinda, I got your stuff. Okay. Let me just see one thing here. correct. Got your email. Let me see. I'll read it later so I can take it all in. Thank you. And Debbie Petal. I'm not aware that you're blocked, but if you send me your URL, I can check it out. Please just send me your URL, Debbie Petal. All right, let me go back to the chat. Okay. So Melinda will be calling in about the developments in the Ted Kohlhepp, I always mess up his last name, Kohlhepp case. Hey there, that was fast, Melinda. But how come, oh, we're still on, oh, hold on, I gotta change our view. We're still on our view from like last night. Hang on, let me just change our view here. We wanna go to gallery view? No. How come we can't see? Where's Melinda? Melinda, are you here? Did we lose Melinda? Hey, Mama Ames. Thank you, look, Mama Ames. Hi, Mama Ames. You missed my big debut. You missed it. You missed the debut, Mama Ames. I don't know what happened to Melinda. Did she drop off? I didn't hear like the thing go, but I don't see her picture or even her number or anything. It's nutsy. It is nutsy. Everything is nutsy. Hey, Tina, don't rewind now because we're going to just start talking about something right now. Melinda's calling in. You haven't really missed anything. You can watch the rest later. Mama Ames, everyone wants to know if we're all set for Wednesday. It's probably not going to take as long as Jeff's, right? And there's nothing they have to do beforehand, do they? If you want to call in and give some instructions, just shoot me an email. You want to call in and give some instructions? Ask for any questions in the chat. Thanks for coming in the gallery in your car yesterday to help Angel Callie. Did you get, she said she's almost finished. She's doing some finishing touches, Molly Chickadee. Yeah, she dropped out in the beginning because we got off to a little bit of a late start because Jeff was late. And then I said, shouldn't we paint the canvases black beforehand? You want me to tell everybody to do that? No, I'll do it. But it went off well. I mean, it really, people enjoyed themselves. I mean, they didn't really complain about the time, and it was our first time, and I was happy it just went off without any big, huge technical clips. Great email, Carolyn. Mama Ames is going to call in. Okay. All right, Mama Ames, I'm going to get you your number. Okay. All right, Matt. Oh, absolutely. Okay, Matt. Matt wants to call in too. So, all right, here's what I'll do. You're going to call in and talk about the terrain the young kids are going through during this man time? That would be great. Okay, so I'll give you the number, Matt, and as soon as Mama Ames is finished, then just call right in, okay? All right, thanks. And Mama Ames. Debbie Petal, it does not look like you're blocked. I don't know. You could try again. Okay, let me see. Maybe Mom Ames, I'll just send it to you. I think your email will come right up in here, right? I'm trying to remember what your email starts with. Oh, I found it. Okay, I'll just send it to you. You don't have to worry about it. It has no subject. Oh, you just called me. Okay, I sent it to you anyway. All right. Let's see. Come back over here. Still, you're making sticky buns now? Stinky buns now?
Can you hear me?
Oh, wait. Oh, that was scary.
No, it's not Melinda.
It's Melinda. How come you're here and we can't see you, though?
Because I have no makeup on and I'm hiding in my laundry room, not wake my husband up.
Oh, but I mean, I can't even see like a little square where you are. That's weird, right?
You should see my dog.
All right, let me see. Let me see if exit the full screen. Let me see.
In the bottom right-hand corner of my phone, I have one of my dogs.
Okay.
It's a Dachshund.
Can anyone see Melinda? Let me see.
Because I have no makeup.
Well, no, you know what I mean, like your box. That's all I mean. I'm trying to see. Hold on a minute. Maybe I have to make this larger. Let me see something. That is really weird because
what I see is you. I see True Crime Chat with Mommy Ramblings at the bottom of you. And
you do?
My dog in the bottom right corner like a thumbnail.
Do you see it like a thumbnail? Okay, wait a second.
And I still don't want to sound creepy. I just don't want to wake my husband up.
Oh, no, you don't sound creepy. Let me see here. Pin video, then, hold on. Jessica, we must have done something. Let me see.
Your washing machine or dryer went off because
yeah.
I think we have ones. Yeah.
You have the same one?
I think so.
Yeah. Plays a little tune.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Drum, fancy. LG.
Yeah. LG. Yeah, makes it sound. Yeah, and it's really huge. Like you could put like a family inside there, maybe.
I want king size comforters.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, now I've got 2 boxes. You see, does everybody see I have two boxes, but I don't understand. Jessica, you have any idea what the freak I'm doing here?
All I see is you. And
you don't see another little thumbnail of me over here? Like, okay. See this one here? There's like this little box of me. Here, I'll put it right on the cabinet. This is so weird.
No.
This has never happened before. This had to happen because we changed things with our gallery. Jessica, you have any idea what I'm doing? Now look, now there's 2 of me. Do you see 2 of me?
One.
You only see one? What do you guys see? 2 or 1 of me? Look, if I put that right in front of my face, what does that look like now? Do you see a little me in front of a regular size? Nobody's even answering me in the chat. I don't know what happened. Let me see.
I can't see chat.
Buzzkill has the same LG washer. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. You see 2 now. Okay, but you don't see Melinda at all, do you? Okay, I'm nervous because I don't see Melinda at all.
And the only thing I think you can see is my thumbnail.
Yes, I can't even see your thumbnail, and that's why I didn't even know you were there. Oh, hi, Chase. Hi, Amber. Okay. All right. I guess if you're not on, you can talk while I'm going through this because you're not on camera anyway, and I'll try to fix it while you're talking.
Okay.
Right? So you don't wake up. Oh, wait. Oh, there's Mama Ames.
Yeah, she joined.
Oh, now how did I just see Mama Ames? This is so crazy. Hold on a minute, Mama Ames. How is it light out in Mama Ames's house? Oh wait, look at this. Now we're Mama Ames, are you sitting outside?
Yes. Oh, the light just went out.
Yeah, that's not nice, Mama Ames.
Who turned the light out on me? Oh wait, my sister did.
Yeah. Oh, she really did? I thought you were joking.
No, my sister did. You turned the light out
Oh,
on
look,
me.
there's Melinda. Hi, Melinda. How are you doing, Melinda?
That's my sister turned the light out on me.
Sorry about that. I thought she was in bed.
Oh, I thought she was kidding. I thought she put her finger there. Okay, now we.
I know.
I that's why I said that's not nice, Mama Ames. I thought she was teasing. The lights went out.
No. Don't turn the light on me anymore.
No.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Are you on vacation, Mama Ames?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, she's calling in from her vacation.
Go to Mama Ames. I'll go to bed. You talk Mama Ames, and I'll call another night.
No, stay, because I don't know how long. Just why don't you stay and then see what happens, right?
Who do you have? Who do you have?
What do you
on
got
right
to
now?
do? What do you got to do, Melinda? Just throw some laundry in while you're waiting.
Just, little laundry.
Yeah, throw some laundry in. So, does anybody have
Hey.
questions for Mama Ames for the project that's coming up on Wednesday, right?
Yes, Wednesday.
Wednesday. What time?
I was hoping for like 10 p.m.
Oh.
Eastern.
Good. No more afternoon. Yeah, because that was horrible. Because I'm like, we'll be done in about 2 hours, and I'll still jump in. And then it was like, I never thought it would go that long. That was crazy, right?
Yeah, but it was so beautiful. The paintings turned out so wonderful.
Yeah, they did. It was long. It was a long time.
Yeah.
I'm like, I couldn't
it was.
believe how long it was.
It was a long day for you guys.
Yeah, and then people were like, when are you going live? And I'm like, and I was still going to do it. And then we had the storm and the electricity went off. And I said, well, it must be fate. And I couldn't go to bed, right? Because it kept going on and off, on and off.
Yeah. You
That
needed some rest.
I did. Yeah, I did. So anybody have any questions for Mama Ames about the craft? Oh, and thank you. You saw your happy mail? Did you see your video?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Good. Thank you. Yeah, I
I'm so
love it.
glad you got it.
Yeah, I know. I was surprised. I came back from swimming and Melinda's doing laundry. She's doing fake laundry. I don't see any real laundry in there. It's fake laundry. Okay. So let's see.
Did I interrupt something?
No. Wildlife, no. So I'm trying to figure out who's coming. Who's in here is coming to the craft show. 10 o'clock Wednesday evening, Eastern time. And that would be, because they don't know this, that would be, what did we say? 1 hour Central time. So 9 Central, right? 8 Mountain, 7 Pacific. And it would be 3 o'clock in the morning for you people in the UK.
But I can start at 11 Eastern if need be.
Oh, Jenny
I'm
Jo
on
said she
I'm
should be
on
there.
vacation, so
Oh, okay. Oh, you're going to be doing this on vacation? You brought all your supplies?
Yeah.
Wow, you're really.
absolutely.
Wow. Okay.
I got my whole bag
Wow.
with me
Very-
right here.
Very, very, very organized, Mama Ames.
Yep, I'm ready to go.
And Mama Ames has a channel, so you should check it out and subscribe. I put her link in the description and the pinned comment on her video, the Happy Mail, and Jeff's is on the painting video. So you should like and subscribe. What time
There's not
is it
very
again?
much on mine right now, but
Well, they'll be ready 10 or 11 Jenny Jo Eastern time. Is your sister going to
did
do?
you have any questions as to
Uh,
what supplies they
Yeah,
need,
somebody
or-
wanted to know why if your sister is going to be doing the craft.
I don't know if I can talk her into it. Maybe she will.
Okay. And Eva said it's in the middle of the night for her. You can do it on the replay, Eva. You don't think you're not blocked, Robin? No, we can see you.
Is Mama Ames down south?
Mama Ames is Mama Ames. Where are you? Down south?
Yeah, I'm in Virginia, but right now I'm actually in the Outer Banks of North Carolina.
Gotcha.
The craft is that those little milk bottles, and what would you call that? In the little
In like a little I don't know, a little
box with medical
box,
rope.
carton, case.
Yeah, there should be a picture of it somewhere in I don't know in the Slack. Hey, crazy cat
There's-
lady.
There is, but you can only scroll back so far. I can go back in there tonight and put in links
Okay.
before I go to bed. I'll put links to some videos that show it and show the supply list
Okay.
that they would need if they want to participate.
All right. And Jenny Jo said she used to live in Virginia and her brother-in-law was in the Outer Banks. Is anyone doing diamond painting? Yeah, we had someone doing diamond painting in here. I forget who it was. It might have been it was somebody that was always sending in pictures. I forget who was doing the diamond painting. But does anybody, they love your voice. Cowgirl loves your voice, Mama Ames.
My voice.
And anytime Mama Ames, her name is a drinking game as well.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Take a shot.
So that'll be a craft and a drinking game, right? To see how many
That's
times
right.
that people can say Mama Ames and
Yeah.
right?
The real Mom Ames.
She is the real Mama Ames, but she's
I am the
she's
real
at a
Mama
fake
Ames.
location, right?
Well, and I think there is some fake Mama Ames out there. So
Oh,
be
is there?
careful. Yeah, I found one, and the account
Are you
is
serious?
Mama with a space and
Yeah.
then Ames.
Oh, is that why you said to me, Mama, no space, Ames?
Yes, mine does not have a space. So just throwing that out there.
Oh,
Take it for
okay.
what you need to take it for. But it's out
Okay.
there.
I wasn't sure about. Okay, now I see. All right.
Yes.
So, Mama Ames, can you send pictures of your vacation in the Outer Banks? Teresa wants to know.
In the Slack group.
I
Is
guess
she in
in
Slack?
Slack. Yeah, you could send them in the Slack group.
Yeah, I'll
And-
probably be putting some stuff up on my YouTube channel.
Oh, good. And Jenny Joe is the diamond painter. So there you go. And
Oh yeah.
Crazy Cat Lady. Anybody else have any questions for Mama Ames? You missed the craft night? No, you didn't, Amber. Craft night, you didn't miss it. It's Wednesday.
Nope.
You still have time, Amber. It's Wednesday.
I'm back in the laundry room.
Oh, doing fake laundry. And Melinda has Tylenol, Danielle said. Were you taking Tylenol, Melinda?
Tylenol PM.
Oh, okay. You're going to be
Uh-oh.
drifting off pretty soon.
Yeah.
So everybody else good? Your mother, who is 81, did a diamond painting. She loved it. She even framed it. Great, Sassy. And I'm sorry that your blood sugar went so low when we were painting. I didn't realize it was going to be that long. Next time you should have a Snickers by hand. Some Snickers was handy, right? That was a long time. I can't, it was a long time.
That was crazy.
Right,
long.
yeah. Can you, yeah. Oh, okay. She's in. Amber's in. So, yeah, Amber, go. Just check in Slack your supplies and tip about 10 or 11 on Wednesday.
Is she in the craft group already?
Are you in the craft group, Amber? If not, let me know and I'll put you in there. Okay, so now let's see here. All right, anybody else that has any questions? Just if you're not in the craft group and you're upset, send me an email, and then you're gonna have to get your supplies really darn quick, like tomorrow. Or
Do you want me to go through the supplies really
Yeah.
quickly while I'm on?
Sure, go ahead.
I have them sitting right next to me.
Oh, good. Oh, wonderful.
Okay, so the first and most important thing you're gonna need.
Hey, well, let me spotlight you so they can see you better. Hang on, let me spotlight you.
Okay.
Okay, because let me see. Spotlight. Okay, you're good now.
Oh yeah, okay. So you're gonna need a glue gun. You don't need a heavy-duty industrial glue gun, but you're gonna need a glue gun and lots of glue sticks, extra glue sticks. So this is how I have mine set up. And let's see, you are going to need 1 and 2 of milk bottles from Dollar Tree. If you cannot find the milk bottles, they are a year-round stock item in Dollar Tree normally, but they're very popular, so you may not be able to find them. Look all over the store. Don't just look in one spot and think, oh, they don't have them. They could be stocked in different places. The floral department, they might be over in the glassware with all the dishes. They stock them anywhere they want. So just look all over the place. If you can't find them, and you don't want to, or you don't have another Dollar Tree, or you've been to 6 Dollar Trees and you still can't find them, then find your 4x6 frames, and I buy the ones with the sweet little yellow monkey in them. They're thick, so I guess they're the width right there are thick. So you need 3 of these. So any glass container that you like, any glass vase, like little bud vases, you could use, as long as 2 of them fit inside of the 4x6 frame, then you're good to go. You don't have to have the same kind of milk jugs if you cannot find them. Or if you find one large vase that you like, that you want to sit in there. And we can make a floral arrangement around the one large vase. That's fine too. It's a variation, and that's fine. So I'm saying fine a whole lot, which is really getting on my nerves, so I'm going to stop. All right, so you're going to need 3 of these picture frames that I've showed you with the cute little yellow monkey on them. And they're going to be wide, and that's what they're going to look like. Okay. You are going to need some of the nautical twine. You might find some that's 13 feet, but you're probably going to be more amped to find the 9.5 feet. It doesn't matter. One of these 9.5 feet will do the job. You will want, now let me scrounging around. You're going to want a pair of scissors, nice pair of scissors to cut through your jute twine. Your nautical rope. I'm getting ahead of myself. You're going to want a variety of just little paint brushes. Okay. I use the foam brushes. You feel free to use whatever paint brushes you have on hand. Don't go out and buy a whole bunch of fancy brushes. Whatever you have is going to be perfect. You also need this little tumbling tower game. They sell this at Dollar Tree. This is a regular stock item. It's in the toy section. It doesn't matter if you get, I'll rip it open. Some of them have all natural wood looking. Some of them where they're brown and natural wood. It doesn't matter because really you're just going to use 4 little blocks out of this toy and then save them for future projects. These things are wonderful for crafting. And you will need, all right, get out of my way, flowers. There it is. You're going to need some jute twine. This you can find in the dollar store. You can find it at Walmart. You could probably find it at Michael's, any craft store that you like to go to. If you can't find it in Michael's, you can't find it at the Dollar Tree. You're going to be able to find it at really any craft store. But Dollar Tree, it's usually over there in the hardware section. Comes in a pack of 3. It's usually 3 of the neutral color in a pack, or a pack of 2 neutral with a roll of green in the middle. So whichever pack you can find is perfect because you're only going to use some of 1 roll of the natural. Okay. Now, as far as painting goes, I'm going to do a fall arrangement inside my little vases. And let me show you the little flowers that I got. I picked all these up from the Dollar Tree as well. So I just got an arrangement of some orange and some yellow flowers. Yellow is like my ultimate favorite color. If I could paint everything in my house yellow, I would do it, including my car, and everything would be yellow in my world. But anyways, so get you some fall floral stems from the Dollar Tree if you'd like. They're usually up by the front. If you would rather do a more neutral or spring or more of a year-round arrangement, those flowers that they carry year-round and then aren't very seasonal are back in the floral department area where they usually have the nautical rope and the fake fruits and things like that. Again, totally up to you. So for the painting, you're going to want to match it up to whatever type of floral arrangement that you're going to put into your milk jugs. For me, I brought along my burnt umber, so I'm going to put a little bit of a brown. And this is a chalk paint. This is cashew chalk paint. Waverly. This came from Walmart, as well as the burnt umber came from Walmart. You might have any of you painters who did Jeff's project. I think he used this burnt umber, so you might have some left over. This here is is mineral. The color is mineral, and that's a Waverly chalk paint. It was these Waverlys either came from Walmart or Michael's.
Mama Ames,
Yeah.
those paints now, I thought we were having, okay, so did we get, I must have missed something. We needed white, I thought gray.
Yes.
And then, now, what was that one you had, the chalk paint? What color was that? Because I missed that one. I have to,
Well, no, see, it just depends. That's what I was saying. See, I also brought. See, I'm not home, so I didn't know what colors I wanted to paint on mine. You're definitely going to need a white.
right, and a gray.
That white color is going to be your base color on your frames,
Okay,
and it's going to be your base color on your milk jugs, because we're going to be painting both of those. So you're definitely going to need your white.
okay.
Now, it can be an acrylic
Mm-hmm.
or a chalk paint.
Right, okay.
So if you already have, whatever you already have, whether it's acrylic or chalk, either one will work. So don't go out and buy more paint.
Okay,
If you already have one or the other in the white,
okay.
it will work.
But what was that other, like the nutmeg or something? That's what threw me.
These other ones, since I personally am gonna do a fall type arrangement,
Right.
so I wanted to add a little bit of a brown
Around the
Instead-
frames? Are you going to do around the frames that you're doing that?
around just a tiny little bit of
Oh, okay.
like a distressing kind of color.
Mm-hmm.
To achieve that effect, I'm going to be using some chalk paints, some Waverly chalk paints.
Okay, and that's nutmeg?
But you can achieve the same effect with acrylic. You don't have to use chalk. I prefer acrylic, but I already had these on hand. These
Okay.
chalk paints. But this one's called hazelnut,
Right.
and
Okay.
it's the color of a hazelnut, really. They name them pretty well.
Hazelnut, okay.
Yeah.
Are you using that
And-
like a glaze?
No, not
No.
really. It's more of a, like, once you go through and you paint your white,
Mm.
once that's dry, we're going to go back and kind of,
Dry brush that, kind of?
yes,
Okay.
dry brush a little bit of an accent color
Okay.
over top of it. And it just depends on what your decor is in your home.
Mm-hmm.
You might want to use a hazelnut or a brown color. You
Right.
might want more of a gray color
Okay.
as an accent color. It's kind of open to whatever the decor is in your home, whatever you feel would match your decor.
Okay. I'm just
Okay.
answering that question here.
Speaking of decor, what would match my horrible laundry room tile?
Oh, your horrible laundry room tile?
Yeah.
Oh, she's showing it. Oh, that? Anything really. She's got like that. Is it tile or is it linoleum?
Oh, it's fine 30-year-olds linoleum.
Oh, yeah? Oh, boy. They probably have lots of stuff on Pinterest for you to do that.
Yeah, just paint it black.
Paint it black, really? And, okay, so, yeah, you can get it at Walmart, those paints, Teresa. And a lot of them are 50 cents. If you get, like, the apple barrel, they're about 50
Yeah,
cents.
yeah. Just get the acrylics.
Mm-hmm.
They dry fast, which is good.
Right. I think the little chalk paints are like $1.97 or something like that. And, there's some... They're not much money for any of them, but the cheapest
Yeah.
ones are the apple barrel. I think they're 50 cents a piece for the small.
Yeah, and the acrylics are just as good as the chalks for this project. It's fine. Either one.
Right.
But the biggest thing is make sure you have your glue gun and extra glue sticks,
Okay.
and try to find a sheet of sandpaper, because we're going to use.
Oh, okay.
Sand-
I got
the
some in the dollar
sandpaper.
store. You got a whole? Did you see the whole pack? Yeah, you can get that in the
Yes,
Dollar Tree. A
yes.
big whole pack of. I think it's like just like she has right there. That's it. Yep. just like
Yeah.
Mama Ames has, right in the dollar store, a whole pack of all different kinds.
Yeah. So, because we're gonna use that just to kind of give it a little bit of a distressed look, on the frame, which is the base, and on the milk bottles, just kind of give it a little distressed look.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, everybody good with that now? And if you want to join the craft and you're not in the craft, just send me an email and I'll put you in the craft group. And Amber, I'll add you to the craft group after this. So we're all good on that. Wednesday,
Yeah.
10 or 11. We'll update it very soon. Sure.
Yeah. You kind of feel everybody out and see what time is best for them, and just let me know because I'm a little flexible.
Yeah, let us know in the comments or something on the video, 10 or 11, which works best for you, Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Yep, I think we're good. Thanks. You have a good vacation. Thanks for checking in. Enjoy your
All right.
vacation, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, take care. Thanks for coming.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, now let me, let's see, gallery. Okay, so Melinda, you said there's an update on the Ted case?
Yeah, so
And this is Ted, how do you pronounce this? Like Colhep?
Colhep,
Col-
K-H-E-P, and he was a not only real estate agent but a broker in this area. And the victim, Kayla Brown, K-A-L-A Brown, and her boyfriend went out to help him about 30 miles from here with yard work. However, she was involved with some odd things online and had been cheating on her boyfriend with Todd Bullock. So they disappeared from where I live here in South Carolina. They disappeared, and it was all let's find them, and then they just went cold. And then however many days, maybe 60 days, suddenly they ping her phone to it was like a land property. So they go in, she's chained up. Now, mind you, it had been like 100 degrees for like a month. There's no way you could be in a storage container chained up for a month because it was epic hot that summer. So make a long story short, they find her because she's a victim. She spends half a day in the hospital after being held captive. They release her. She comes back to the town that I live in to live with her mom. They bury her boyfriend that Colhep shot in front of her 2 blocks from my house. And now she went on Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil was, super, I'll help you out, no problem. She went on Dr. Phil. She sued Todd for like millions. He then comes out. And says,
Melinda, could you talk a tad louder? Because some people said it's a little bit low. I know you're probably trying to keep it low for your family, but could you just talk a little tiny bit louder? Go closer to the mic a little bit.
Can you hear me better?
Yeah, they said perfect now.
Okay. So I'm just hiding next to my dryer. So make a long story short, Todd Colhep confesses to not only killing Kayla Brown's boyfriend, but 2 other people, a married couple, like a year earlier. He then confessed to a cold case that happened in like 2003 where he killed 4 people at a motorcycle store. Well, here's where it gets real funny. She was in a relationship and engaged to be married, and in February or March, again in the town I live in, her fiance committed suicide by falling on a knife. That's odd. And this past weekend, she was arrested for domestic violence against her new boyfriend that she lives with, and the one that, killed himself by falling on a knife. Come to find out, she had a boyfriend in high school that also died suspiciously. So she's on like Black Widow number 3.
That's really weird.
Yes.
Right? Wow, that's crazy. So she was arrested for domestic violence incident this weekend?
Yeah.
Last weekend? Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
So it's a humdinger. And I just wanted to, it gives you a different case to look at, but
Yeah.
it's a whole lot of something odd is very off.
Sure.
Um,
How many murders did they actually tie him to?
he has admitted to Charlie Carver, who's from my town, Kayla's ex.
Mm-hmm.
He admitted to a married couple, so that's 3, and then 4 more at this motorcycle shop like 15 years ago.
Oh, right. Yeah, I saw that motorcycle. Yeah, that's.
But he also had a pilot's license.
Mm-hmm.
And he was also a registered sex offender from Arizona because he had raped and almost killed a girl like 40 years. He served 15 years and was able to move here, get his real estate license, build a business, and continue it. So what he's saying is there's a bunch of bodies y'all have no idea about. And then you add on the side piece, victim. And it's something you should look into. Let's just say that you would have fun looking into it.
Right, because I did see something about like it. I don't know, maybe 2 months or so ago, but yeah, it did. There is some twists and turns, and I heard about like different twists and turns with. At that time, I only knew about the one that fell on the knife.
Yes.
After he fell on the knife.
Just a little accident.
Right. It's it sounds like something really weird. But okay, great. Well, thanks for letting us know, and we'll look into it some more. And,
Awesome.
and you can do some more fake. Thanks for doing your fake laundry while you were waiting.
Oh, it's here.
Yeah, good. You got it all folded. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. You're good.
My fake washing machine and dryer, they work well.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for coming on, Melinda, and appreciate it. So, you too. Okay. Now I've got Matt and Amber. Did you want to come on? I'm going to send you the number. Matt's going to give us an update on the terrain in where they're looking for the teens in British Columbia. And I'm going to give you, Matt, you can come on anytime now. I'm going to give Amber the number, and Amber, you can come on, get ready to come on as soon as Matt is done. And let me see here. And I'm going to show Wildlife's curtains. Remind me to show Wildlife's new curtains. Put them up while we were doing the painting party. And I think you wanted Mama Ames to see them, right? Too. I mean, besides, I know you wanted me to see them, but I think you mentioned them to Mama Ames. Our magic. Matt, if you can hear, you can call in now and talk about the terrain if you want. In the meantime, let me throw up, Carolyn left the painting for a while. My sister and brother-in-law came over to hang up curtains and TVs, but I came back to watch the painting. These are my curtains in the living room. I love them. Okay, so let's take a look. Oh, very nice. I have a stained glass of birds like that, and I don't know where it is. It's somewhere, probably got moved all around with everything. We were actually we moved one of the sheds today, believe it or not. We emptied it, and we just checked it out to see if it moved, and then it was torrential rain, so we had to put everything back in, but there's hardly anything in it. Anyway, those are very nice. Very cute. I like those a lot. Very nice, very homey feel. Okay, so let me get Amber. Okay. And who else did I have? Somebody? I don't know. I feel like I was supposed to do something else. Oh, I have to add you to the... Oh, hi, Matt.
Hey, Mommy, how you doing?
Good, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, I'm a big fan of your channel. I just thought I'd talk about the terrain a little bit. It's I used to be a paramedic in northern Saskatchewan, and I used to go on medivacs and stuff like that in small planes. And the terrain is just incredible. Like there's huge lakes with like hundreds of islands on them they could be hiding out.
Right.
There's people up there that have remote cabins and stuff like that. They could be inside them, like living off cans of soup maybe or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the trees are like huge stalks of broccoli, maybe to describe them. Just like lots of mosquitoes, lots of horse flies that'll bite you.
Sounds lovely.
Bears and wolves and stuff like that. Yeah, and there isn't like very many ways to get in there through like on a road. There's one road that goes to Gillam that's like east and west, and then there's a north and south road, and there's one railroad track that goes through there. So yeah, it's an incredible country up there, and it's I'm surprised that they've gotten this far actually without getting caught, because they must have some sort of survival training or something like that.
Yeah, it was like that other guy in Pennsylvania that he was on the run for a while here. He had all of that training and he had everything with him, and he ended up going into an airline hangar. You know.
Yeah. There could be abandoned buildings, abandoned cabins. They were talking about an abandoned power station or something like that they could have gone into. Yeah, it's just really remote country, and I think the people that are going to find them are the indigenous people that live up there. They know the land really good, and
right.
I could see them finding them, because they're like hunters and trappers and stuff like that. And I think like they go after moose and bears and stuff like that, so I'm sure they could find evidence of people and stuff like that. So
do you know about where they were like spotted today and how they were spotted, and was it today or where somebody just said they could only come in by ferry or bush plane or?
Yeah, they can only land by bush plane. Like the plane would have to have floats on it, so they could land on the water. I heard something about York Landing.
Yeah, that's what it said. York Landing, yeah.
Yeah, that could have been a false alarm, though. I think, because I guess it doesn't sound all that credible. I mean, they're still investigating it, but the sighting doesn't sound all that credible. Yeah, I guess when it all started, like this is like 2 weeks ago now, maybe a week ago, when they were in northern BC still, they got stopped for like cops checking for DUIs. It wasn't cops, it was a reserve detachment, and they stopped them, and it was just a booze check, and they managed to get out of that somehow, and they've evaded police ever since. And it's hard to believe that these two kids that are 17 and 18 or 18 and 19 are on the run like this. And this is a huge country. I mean, this isn't a small country. It's just like America, I guess. It's a huge.
Right.
They went into two different huge provinces, and I wonder if maybe they've gotten like a canoe or something like that, and they're on one of those lakes somewhere, and have gotten into like a cabin, maybe with food in it, maybe is what I'm thinking. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that for a second, and just say I enjoy your channel.
You're welcome. Yeah, Cowgirl Up. It says she's in Canada, and her daughter. Your daughter's is one of the your Canadian police force, right? It's always the Mounties. Is that how you refer to them, the Mounties?
I usually call them the RCMP.
RCMP, okay.
Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
Okay, I don't know what some people call them, the Mounties, don't they?
They do. Yep, that's right. Yeah. That's right. You can call them that too.
Okay, well, she said her daughter, had to go out a month early. I believe, right, Cowgirl? You said Royal RCMP. Okay. I don't know. I've heard I don't know. Yeah, I always mess up with that. And it's like Royal. Okay, it's a long. It's a long name if you
It
say
is
but-
long. It is long.
So, but she said her daughter was called to go out a month earlier, something there, right? The Mounties cowgirl, and that there she says there was a confirmed sighting on York. York, what was it? York. I'm not familiar that much with Canada, so excuse me.
Yeah, no worries. They did. I think they did see him like at a garbage dump or something like that. They were kind of scrounging through the garbage dump, looking for food. Maybe I thought that was by Gillam, maybe, but
York Landing. That's
there's actually York Landing. Okay, great. Yeah. So that's like 200 and 300 kilometers west of Gillam, where they saw them the first time in Manitoba. So it's like 150 miles or whatever, and that's pretty far for them to walk.
Yeah. Well,
That's
it's like
pretty far.
kind of like those guys that got out of prison. They, cut themselves out of prison through that crazy thing up in where was that? Way upstate New York, almost by Canada, right? And they went into Canada, didn't they? And they hid out in cabins like that, and kind of did the same thing along that terrain until they got caught. One of them, I'm trying to remember. One of them was shot to death. One of them was captured.
Yeah,
Right.
it's easy to get into them. It's easy to get into them and hide out in them. It's just like, nobody locks the doors or anything. They might not even have a lock on the door. They're just like little almost little shacks, and you can get into them pretty easy. And they're scattered all over the place. And there's like, these lakes are massive. They're huge lakes with hundreds of islands on them. Like this, a river and a river system too going through there. That's long, and yeah, it's just amazing the terrain up there. And I could definitely see how it's taking a long time because it's so hard for them to.
I imagine, right? Yeah, so they could be. It's kind of like very similar to what happened in Pennsylvania and what happened in upstate New York. But they eventually got them. I think it was like, I don't know, 2-3 weeks. And this has been like maybe a little over 1 week. So they probably will have them by 3 weeks because it's hard to maintain themselves like that, right? Running around in that terrain and trying to find supplies down in Mora, right? Grace, yeah.
You'd think if they shot an animal or something like that or made a fire that they would get caught right away. But yeah, I don't know how they're surviving.
Right, yeah. I mean,
maybe they're eating some berries.
Cabins too, like right now, probably in Canada, they might even be like using them for the summer and stuff, right? If people have seasonal cabins, or do they, and it's maybe harder to find ones that are empty or that have supplies in them, like food?
They might. Yeah, they could be empty because like a lot of these cabins, the only way you can get into them is if you take your boat or your canoe or whatever and you go across the lake and then you stop your boat at the cabin. That you can't get into them by road or anything like that. So they could be there. There could be some people. There could be some people there, but I mean it's so far up north that like the people from the city and stuff like that, they could probably only get out to them every unless they probably don't get out to them too much. So yeah, they can. There's probably some good hiding spots there, I would think.
I see. Okay. Well, appreciate the update, and let us know if you, email me if you get any more news on the search. And thanks for calling in.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, thanks. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for having me on here.
Okay. Thanks, Matt. Bye-bye.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, Amber, I sent you the number if you want to call in. And was there someone else that I missed? Let me know if I missed something else I was supposed to do. I thought I was supposed to do something else. Well, I know I have to add Amber to the craft group. I'll do that now quick before I forget. Let me just add Amber to the craft group, and then Amber, please call in. Let's see. I want to add a person. Where is Jigsaw Puzzler? I'm worried about her. I know she's been traveling around, but I'm worried about her. Jigsaw Puzzler. You might just not be, you might be. Let me know. Send me an email, or I'll send you an email. Okay. Okay. All right, Amber, you're in the craft group. And leaving, cowgirl. Stay. Who's staying? Who's going? Who's going? Who's staying? A lot of these cabins are stocked with canned goods. Yeah, I like in that Escape from Dannemora, and someone gets lost and needs to play a place to stay. They just keep them open. Yeah, but in the summer, I don't know. They wouldn't be more. Maybe they're hunting cabins. Only been, I'm trying to catch up with the chat because I missed a lot of stuff. One would think why two people with their life in front of them would do such a terrible thing. Makes you wonder. Yeah. Your daughter was in Canada this weekend. You were worried, but she's fine. Hope they get them soon. Yeah, absolutely. You go, girl. Raining in Australia. Your friend's husband helped search for those guys in New York. Yeah, you saw? Yeah, the movie too. I imagine, right? She didn't get parole, right? Till he was denied parole recently, right? Oh, I've got another thingy. I don't know what's going on with our... Who's offline? I'm offline? I'm offline. Who's offline? I can't be offline. Jimmy and I... Am I offline? Jimmy. Hold on. I don't show offline. Are you there? It doesn't look like I'm offline. Yeah, there. Never mind. No, I'm not offline. They can see me now. Yeah, but I'm fine. They said I'm back. I don't understand what that was. Okay, I'm back. I don't know what the heck happened. That was weird. Okay, well, I'm back. Amber, are you gonna call in? I sent you the number, right? Now I'm getting nervous. I sent Amber the number. It's buffering, but online, buffering big time. I'm not getting any alerts from Missy. Is it okay now? I dropped off twice. Hope it's not the weather or something, but it doesn't seem bad or anything. Whisper to me says I'm back now. Okay. Amber, are you there? I never went off, Evie? Good. Jessica says I'm good now. You guys scared me. Reload if you're buffering. Amber? Sounds like I just heard someone, didn't it? Something is weird with it. I've got to fix the, I don't know what is going on with the boxes and stuff. Amber? Didn't it sound like we heard someone? Let me see, I'm trying just to see if I can fix the pictures. I have no idea. So if I exit full screen and then we get to like the gallery. Oh, I have to wait till someone else comes in. That's silly. No buffering, Joanna? All good. Okay, let's just see if Amber is here or not, or yes, or here. Cowgirl, do you know where Amber is? I don't know why my screen is all whacked out. Our family cabin has a sign that says, eat what you need, use the firewood. Really? But please restock the firewood inside for the next lost soul. Is that, but that's not where you live, right? That's just somewhere else? That's interesting that you guys do that. You don't get like squatters or stuff that just are there all the time and then you can't even, I don't know. Is it, maybe it's way out in the wilderness? This will, kids killed 3 people. I can still hear you. You can still hear me? Yeah, we're on. We're okay, Matt. Where is Nutsy? Nutsy's right here. Hello, Nutsy. Hi. I'm wondering what, didn't I? I'm just trying to find out where, let me check my email and see about Amber. And my mouse wants to act weird. Come on, mouse. Oh, okay, Jessica, about the, yeah. Sure, I mean, I didn't even, you know me, I'm always planning ahead. I didn't even think about that. I guess that's fine with me. Absolutely, absolutely on the first one. Okay, now, Grace, you shared in the chat that you were going to share this with you. You may have seen this case. So HBO, the North County, I'm going to have to go back into my HBO because I think the other one is on there too, right? There's North County boys bungled murder probe in Who Killed Garrett Phillips, Syracuse.com. Oh, okay. Let me check it out. You guys want the link for this? That it's on HBO. You might want to watch it. I'll give you the link. I'll probably try to watch it as well. Thank you, Grace. I'll put it in the chat. And let me see. Here's the link to what Grace just sent in. What, you just woke up? Mama Ames got her the... Oh, Random got Jeff, you didn't see the Happy Meal? It can fly. If I put elastic string on it, it can fly. I used to have something like that that hung from my ceiling over at my bed. I think it was like the Hamburglar from McDonald's. Oh, and there was something else. I remember that. It was like this weird thing. It was on this string. It was like this probably 70s or 80s, early 80s thing. And it would go up and down. I wonder what the heck that was. So let's see. No, Mama Ames told me, you know what she told me? She said that I could, it's so soft that I could just cuddle it when I need a cuddle. And when I get mad, she said I could throw it at the wall. I said I would never throw it at the wall. No, no, no. Well, I will not do that. Carol, no, it's a nice little squirrel. It's great. It's very soft. Okay, so do we know, did I miss something about Amber? I'm just waiting to see. And was there someone else that said they wanted to come on? Or Revelstoke. Way too cute to throw. I know, Jenny Jo, right? Carolyn, if Amber doesn't call, would you tell about the serial killer or someone you said you knew? Which one? Two Scooter? That was Chris Stark. Is that the serial killer? Which one are you saying, Two Scooter? You have to refresh my memory. Sometimes I'm like, I talk about so many different things. The serial killer or someone you said you knew. Does anybody know what Two Scooter is talking about? You threw a soft toy at your sister? She was so unhappy with you. Tonight I said something about it? A serial killer? Let me think. A serial killer or somebody I think I knew. Or a murderer. Or a murderer. And how did I know them, Two Scooter? Could you give me a little more context? Where did I know them from? From supermarket downtown? I think she's about... No, she's talking about Chris Stark, I believe. Chris Stark is the one that has the grandfather that's the serial killer. Some girls I knew. Okay, now I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. You said your friend's husband looked like the serial killer. Oh, I did say that. Yes, my friend's husband does look like Todd Colehep. You're confused. I'm trying to think, Two Scooter, because like we got on today, right? And what did we talk about when we got on today? We're talking about the prosecutor in the Jones trial. Is that what you're thinking? A prosecutor in the Jones trial. And then we talked about, about Heather Sims. Yeah, that was a while ago. Remember I said I have a friend that had the same name, and I came across something, and I was like, what the heck? And this woman, she killed her husband, who happened to be the same name as my friend Heather's ex-husband. And I was like freaking out, and happened to be in a state that she was just in. And I'm like, this is too freaky. But it wasn't her, obviously. But that I did talk about that. And then she got, she was found, she was granted an appeal right now. Granddaddy. That is the Carol Boyce, that is Chris Stark's case. And then maybe you're thinking of Mrs. Coeli, who called in about, she had a bunch of things happening, Miss Coeli. Twilight Zone, yeah, definitely the older episodes, sure. Your youngest is being placed out at Cold Lake with the RCMP. Could be, yeah, And I don't know. Did Amber? Maybe Amber went to bed, right? Cowgirl. I don't know. I'm just seeing if Cowgirl, but I don't know if Cowgirl is hearing. Cowgirl, do we know anything about Amber? Oh no, my dog's going nuts. Okay. Imagine that if you're unlucky to look so like a notorious criminal. Absolutely. And I'm kind of lost. Why is the chat so... Hold on. Chat is like, really? You got to walk your doggy too? My doggy's walking. I don't know. She just got spooked or something. Now she's down again. He does not know I am true crime buff watching him. Okay. Is Random Guy Jeff in YouTube? Love to learn. Yes, his channel's in the video description of the painting party, and it's also in, I believe it's in the pinned post. Did I do? I did that one too, right? Hopefully I did. But it's in the definitely in the video description. And so is Mama Ames. I don't know what. Okay. Anybody else have anything they want to talk about? Because I don't. You would like you to do an instructional craft night with acrylic pouring. What do you mean? Like, what kind of things? Hey, Bareback Dar. And hopefully you too. For what, Diana? You did a great job teaching. May I ask if you know how to take a picture and superimpose on a painting like the one you did? I'm going to do this painting on replay and do this. Take a picture. That might be really hard. I mean, you mean paint it, Lisa? What is acrylic pouring? Are you talking about like making tables and stuff? I'm lost. We talked about the Rosenbaum trial. There was no verdict today, so we're still waiting on that. Oh, Diana, your channel? Okay, Diana has a craft channel. It's, well, not just craft channel. What kind of channel would you call it, Diana? I've seen plants and like a lifestyle or something. What would you describe it as? But you could just click on Diana's name, visit her channel, like and subscribe. Bachelor, hello Jessica. Yeah, the acrylic pouring. Tell me, lifestyle, Diana. Okay. Acrylic pouring. I've seen them make the countertops or the pennies. Is that what you're talking about? Like putting the acrylic on top of that? Oh, you have acrylic pouring? Well, is it on your channel? Because they can just click on your name and go to your channel, right? Click on your little the little dots on your next to your name. Is it on your channel, Cece? You'd like to see and do rock painting? Oh wow, okay, yeah, you should check out my vlog, just rock painting, and we'll see. Oh, you guys did your painting? Oh my gosh, Robbie, we were live for like 7 hours painting. We were painting like fools. The next time we should try painting rooms. Wouldn't that be really motivational? How motivational would that be? If we got it something like you really don't want to do, like paint a room, and got a bunch of people to do it on camera, and we didn't stop until we were done? Or what other like really horrible tasks that, and then you'd have to be held accountable because everybody would be doing it on a certain day. And Jessica or someone would be going around, how are you doing? I do painting rocks. I mean, it's very fun. That I found very relaxing, painting rocks. Might as well do group cleaning. That might be a good thing, group cleaning. Group decluttering, if everybody got like in the closet. Wouldn't that be fun? That would be fun. We should do that, especially in the winter, like when people are stuck in their houses. We should do group cleaning, group decluttering. Sure, I can do a rock painting class, sure. I think she means pouring acrylic. I've never seen that, Jeannie. You know how to do that? Would you like to do a class on it? Hard, like grouting, right? You love decluttering and cook. That would be really good. Because then you would have somebody to ask. You know, like sometimes you want somebody to ask. You're not sure if you should keep something or throw it away. And then you'd have a whole group. If I joined a group, the show would be 3 days long. Oh, please, guys, but I'd be much longer than you. But you would have somebody to talk about. You know, somebody to ask. Because I always need somebody to ask. I feel much better if somebody tells me I'm not going to need, like, no, you're not going to need that. I threw that out. I always feel much better. It releases like a lot of anxiety. Like if I say, you guys think I need this? No, not this. I don't mean that, of course I need this, but I'm just trying to use it as an example. And then you'd be like, no, you don't need that. Donate that. Okay, donate pile. You have faith? Do you want to try it out and then tell us, Jeannie? Hello there, the lovely Casbot. Hi, M. Hank. Hi, Danielle. I missed people that came in. I don't know. I think Amber fell asleep on us. I haven't heard, but Amber, hopefully you can call in maybe tomorrow. If you're asleep, and if you get up, you can let me know. She got called this morning. Okay. Like when one asked my husband, like, does it look? But yeah. It's acrylic pouring I'm thinking of. You do it over canvas. I've never seen that, Jens. I'm gonna have to look at that. I've never seen that. You do it over a canvas. Is it like for like an abstract kind of a painting? I still have to show somebody the tulips that are at the lake house that I want to recreate that painting. It's a big one. I want to recreate it on something. I don't know. Maybe I just want to take that one and like restore it a little bit. I don't know. I'm crazy. You really want to do mandala rock painting? Okay. You could do that. You know, paint pens work really well for that, right? Paint pens for the little details. You're painting rocks. I haven't put the painting ones on yet. I'm just experimenting. Yeah, I like to do that too, restoring the furniture, right? I'm actually, oh my gosh, I'm actually trying to power wash and repaint the bronze on this aluminum set that I have, patio set, so I can bring it to the other house because it's all in good shape. And I've gotten in I bit off a little more than I can, I hope it's not more than I can chew. You did this months ago, decluttering your closet and gave, oh, excellent, Jeanette. And perhaps you could be the instructor. You use a pouring medium to thin the paint and you add silicone like WD-40, which makes, I'm going to have to look. I'll have to look. I don't know if it sounds interesting if somebody wants to teach it. They're relaxing to look at. Is it the acrylic pourings? I've seen people do that like to tables, or they put the little circles of wood and then they put in, oh, it's an epoxy, right? On top. It's very, very messy. Oh boy. You never stop, Jenny Jo. Never. You don't. Never stops. Oh, Max? Yeah, Max was a little advanced for our class, I think. I don't know how the heck she got that face in the moon. You make clocks so far for the family? Well, let me know. Especially as the holidays come up, if people want to make handcrafted gifts, that would be a good thing, right? Clocks or stuff. You love chalk paint. You know what, Angie? When they do the chalk paint, and you know they take the top of whatever furniture they're doing, do you see they do it in a really, really dark, it's almost like a black stain, right? Is that like a gel stain, like an ebony or something? You know what I'm going to do, and maybe I could do it on a tutorial? You know what I want to do to my basement stairs, which are just, unfinished stairs? I bought some of that, oh my gosh, when we moved back in the house, and I still haven't done it because this is how things are. And for years, you ever have projects you want to do for years and you're thinking like, wait, the time's going by and you're never ever going to do it. At first I wanted to do pennies all over the tops of the basement stairs, and then do I have this brick, it's like a wallpaper peel and stick one on the riser. And then I said, well, I wanted to do the pennies. And then I said, well, then I went to wanting to stain the top of the riser very, very dark, like an ebony, and then do the brick peel and stick, like a rustic, on the riser. So I want to try that, and I keep because that's the perfectionist in me. Like, I swear to you, every year I said, oh, that's my winter project. I'm going to do the pennies, or I'm going to do this. And I don't do it, but I'm going to do it. Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, I definitely want to do the risers. I definitely want to stain the stairs, and then probably, so maybe I could do that on a tutorial. I don't know. But I mean, that one would probably just be like a video tutorial, because I don't think like there'd be 10, oh yeah, we're going to do our stairs too, you know. But I do want to do some more DIY tutorials like that. And that way I can get Jimmy to help, because I'll be like, no, we have to do that. We're scheduled to do it. And then he might not know unless he's watching this video. And then he'll be like, no, we're not. Instead of pennies, do the marble pieces. The marble, do you mean the mosaics? I want to do you know what I want to do? Remember that stupid cabinet in my bathroom, right? The cabinet that I couldn't figure out the inside? I want to do mosaics around the edge. And so I have to get some kind of a, and I bought it one time, and then my contractor, I don't know what the heck he did, use it and then like grout it. So I want to do that too. I really have to get on that. Half marbles? Are they half marbles? No, marble. Do you mean marble like marble, or marble like marbles that you play with? What kind of marbles? I've lost my marbles. I don't have any marbles left. My marbles are all gone. Mandy Hall. Hi, Mandy. You go, girl. But I wanted to do that. I wanted to do the reindeers, and it's like time just passes by and you don't do anything. There's so many things I want to do. Oh, the countertop marble? But these are just my basement stairs, cowgirl. I think you'd go like, whew, wouldn't you go like flying right down the stairs if you did it in... That's a little fancy. For like, I'm looking for like kind of like a rustic look for down... It's just in the basement. It's not in my main house. You know what I mean? But there is a staircase in my main house. It's a back staircase that goes to, that I want to do something to that too. A little different. I don't know what I want to do there. You don't have pennies in Canada anymore. You work for investors that buy crummy houses, condemned by the city, most sight unseen. I get addresses and I do the whole shebang. Yeah, you should do that on your channel then. People do abandoned stuff too, Random Guy Jeff. They go to abandoned places. No, it's broken pieces. Okay, it's broken. You'll have to show me. Send me something. That sounds like it would hurt your feet. Ow, ow, ow. No. I just can't picture. Show it to me. You like, it's the whole gang. People like watching that stuff from start to finish. They do. You would like it would make for a restful bedroom setting. Legos, right? That would be horrible, wouldn't it be? That's good if you don't want anybody to sneak up on you, Danielle. It's done like the penny floor. I'll have to look. I'll Google it. You have black and white kitchen, sketched for my dream kitchen. It's so classic, it's timeless, but olive, even better. I paint, and I have an idea to paint a valance too. Wow. That's good. I mean, those are some other things I mean, we can do. I'd like to do a lot of things on the channel, like, you know, that are different and people like them and they're helpful to people. And, you know, there's also a lot of people that I have to tell you that, you know, can't get out to things like those painting parties. They can't get out to them. And so they were really happy that even on a replay, they can do something like that. So I think that's really good if we do things like that, because there are a lot of people that want to do stuff like that and they just can't get out. for one reason or another. I thought we are going to do, and we are, Diana. Jay Bells and I were just talking about that ironically last night. She really wants to do that, even though she can't bake at all, she tells me. So we are doing that. I guess we were talking about how you would do the challenge. You know, were we going to do it like the Great Baking Challenge, or would there be one recipe that everybody would be following? So let me know about that if you have a recipe that you want to put in there. You know, I think even that with the baking time would be less than the 7 hours of painting, but I mean, those hours just flew right by. I don't know how they felt in the chat, but they were flying by. I could not believe it when I looked at the clock at the end. You stole fabric scheme from the rest. And even a sewing project, even Sharon, like a quilting project, maybe, or I know, Jesse, you don't like to do that, but even like a small, maybe small quilted project. Yeah, it was crazy, right, Robin? And it was still light where you were. No, it's not bamboo, it's porcelain. You think the anxieties made us forget what time it was? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, right. We'd had to get that finished. Sure, great. So if you want to do a quilting with Sharon, Sharon's quilting. Sharon's stitching. I don't know. You have to think of a trendy name there. You all did such a great job. You should have joined in, cowgirl. It was still sunny, yeah. The balance is super easy, like, sewing one? Absolutely, Angie, please do. Are you in the Slack crafts group? If you're not, please email me so I can put you in there. Robin was your favorite? The painted rugs are no-sew as well. The painted rugs. That sounds, you have a lot of interesting ideas, Angie. Are you in the chat group? I mean, the craft group? Sewing with Sharon? Angie, okay, I will get some pics during the day. I was glad, you know, I have to say, I was afraid that a lot of you were going to chicken out on coming on camera, but you guys were great. It was very nice. I mean, we had a nice crowd, and, you know, first time, we didn't have any major glitches, and it was a long time. He keeps nudging your phone. You're not in, but you'll email? Yeah, please do, Angie, because it seems like you have a lot of good ideas there. The great outdoors. Oh, riding in the bush, listening to all the things you have missed. Angie sounds very crafty. She does. She would. I mean, and people that like crafty gifts. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Gina. You sent me a pic for germaphobes? Okay. But, you know, as you do get close to the holidays or whatever, and also people that have like seasonal depression and they're stuck in their houses in the winter and it's cold, you know, maybe these little I know they're not real outings, you know what I mean, but where people get together and they go on camera and they do something, it could help people's depression and stuff like that feel shut into their homes. Hang on, and the days are short and stuff like that. All is well. Thank you, Lisa. All right, let me check random's germaphobeness. Okay, let me see here. No, Debbie Petal, you are not blocked. Okay, disgusting house you bought, Rob? Okay, so it says, some before and after, 60 contractor-sized trash bags shoveled out from bottom floor only. I haven't been over in a while, but installed a copper ceiling in the dining room. Well, so I don't get, this is that, you still own the house? I missed this. Do you do this for an investment and you flip them? All right, let me see what we've got here. What is this? That doesn't look germophobinous. This was in the house you bought? I'm lost, Jeff. Okay, this is the house you bought. Wow. Oh boy. That looks scary. That looks scary to me. I would need a hazmat suit and Kevlar all over my Kevlar unitard. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Oh, you mean this? Wait, I'm lost, Jeff. I'm trying to figure out how that first picture fits in. And I can't see the chat. This is when, Jeff? This is after, before, these were this person's cats. Is anybody following? I'm a little lost. I'm going to come back to the chat in a minute. I'm not really, hold on. Wow. Wow. Okay. Kevlar unitard for me there. Oh, that's the before and after, or now I see, okay. And this is the after of that house. Okay, and oh boy, this is not good. Oh my gosh, I would have a frenzy on this one, Jeff. Oh man, I need to take a shower just looking at this right now. Because it's like, what could be beneath there? That's what freaks me the freak out. Oh boy, look at this next one. Oh boy. Can't. Is that it, Jeff? I think that's all the pictures, right? Yeah. Okay, so I'm not sure. I'm going to come back to the chat and I'm going to go through these. Okay. Where's Jeff? Wake up, Jeff. Jeff, what is this? Is this a house? This looks like what I climbed over when I first went in. I had to climb over trash to get on the door, but I bought it on the spot because I saw the potential. Okay, but this is the house you live in now? I'm lost. I'm very lost. Are they wood? Is what wood, Angie? Hold on, I'm going to get rid of these pictures. Let's go. This is also what now? I hope you wear gloves. I really hope so. You ever see people that do something like that and they just grab a sandwich and they don't wear, and now I need another shower? Me too, Lisa. No, I'm renting an apartment until it's all done. Oh, so wait a minute. This is, okay, something you're working on right now. With someone squatting well, life said. But who's living in it? Like someone's got their belongings in it. What's up with that? How come somebody has like their belongings in, like there's a rug down, and what's going on with that? I don't know. I'm lost a little bit here. Hang on. Okay. Oops. Now this is, hang on. We don't want this right now. Okay, good. All right. Were they evicted? That's some of my stuff I put in there. Okay. That's some of your stuff you put in there. All right. Now shoot, why am I over here? If I do that, okay, good, I get away. And then this is when you drove up to it. Does Jeff wants to call in? Paula is asking. Does Jeff want to call in, or you're asking for him? You want to call in to explain this? The dumpster divers, yeah. What's this, Jeff? These are your cats that you brought over there too? Send the number? Okay, hang on. Let me make sure. Hold on. Whoa, come on. I have to go over here. Hang on, because I just I have to turn. 1 second. Make this larger. Invite. Gmail. Okay, hang on. I'm just going to reply to this email, okay? Look at this. You sent this at 3:33. That's weird, right? Okay, I don't know what. It just gave me, why did it just give me that? That doesn't make sense. Hang on. Oh, that's because I didn't get the, hold on. Where the heck did my, here we go. All right, you've got the number, and now I'm going back to the chat. Should I leave the pictures up? Are you going to explain this? Leave the pictures up? Robin, it sounds cool. Yeah, it sounds cool, except it's probably anxiety if you like you can't flip it or something, or you get way over budget, and you know that's the part of it that's like a lot of anxiety, right? But hey, you got to take some chances if you feel it's a good deal. Cowgirl is giving cyber hugs. I didn't get one. He has a vision, yeah. You can have a vision, but sometimes people, if you watch those shows, I get a lot of anxiety. Oh, thanks, Cowgirl. I'm right back at you. And now you can hear me. The fireplace has potential. What is that in front of the fireplace? Is that, I thought that was a table or something, but it's not. What is that? I don't get it. Yeah, kindness cake, right? Carol, here, I'll write it down for you. Hang on. Oh, I almost gave you the wrong one. Oh, shoot, I didn't check my other email today. I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. You must sleep? Okay. Good night there, Jenny Joe, 798. Jeff, did you get the number? I would paint the fireplace. Darker colors, Teresa? Oh, Jeff, you're going to get a lot of decorating advice. Remember the home show and they had those two ladies go get a duplex or something, and they both decorated them, and the one that did all the fabric on the walls, I thought that was so crazy. For like something they were going to rent to someone else. Diane, I think, was the one lady. I forget who the other one was.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is a house that I actually bought because I saw the potential in it. I can get better pictures later when I dig them up, but it was built in 1916, and it's got really awesome wood, original wood that's still in it. One of the reasons why I showed the bookcase with all that stuff is I uncovered all of that wood, except for the rafters in the dining room that were exposed. And you see that nasty blue carpet that was all throughout. It stunk so bad. But I took the gamble on it when I bought it and figured underneath all that 4 foot of trash, there could be real genuine wood floors, and there are. And one of the things is with the newer wood floors, they're so, even if they're real wood, those locked together, Loctite ones or whatever, they're not like the old wood floors. I mean, I've been able to take my orbital sander and stuff and really sand deep into this floor to help restore it. So yeah, that's why I bought it. I mean, I do work for a guy, the main guy that I work for, he actually doesn't even live in the States. He's in Brazil. He's a Jewish rabbi in Brazil, and he buys a lot of them. Sometimes at the courthouse, they will sell houses for $1 just to get them, to get somebody, because there are parts of Kansas City that are so bad. Just like I've heard, like Detroit, has a lot of really bad areas that are just dilapidated because people have moved out of their homes. The auto industry going downhill kind of spurred that along. But there are revitalization projects that are going on in the very urban areas of Kansas City, and they're trying to help restore. This particular street that I bought this one on, it's, just a regular city block length. But there are literally only like 4 houses that are being occupied in the entire block, because it's so bad. Most of them are owned by the city because they've been abandoned, I don't know how long ago, and no work's ever been done on them. They're not only are they an eyesore, but they're very dangerous. They're condemned to being dangerous buildings. So it was my hope, since I worked down there a lot on the other houses that this guy owns, that this particular one I would be able to restore. And I did start going to like some of the believe it or not, they have a neighborhood council meeting, and I started going to those and, just kind of learning about how to clean up the entire community. That one shot that I showed you was just a shot of the street. That wasn't even in front of my house, just trash.
Oh, the garbage. Yeah, that was a shot. So how are the other homes, though, in the area?
They're the ones that are condemned. I mean, they're bad. But yet, I don't understand if they've been condemned dangerous, why the city doesn't tear them down, but they don't. But, yeah, it's just, but this place was once such a good, solid place. I mean, back when these houses were built, there were some very fine lawyers, and, it was an upscale part of town, and it's just gone completely downhill. It's overridden with crime.
But are you sure that, it's going to be revitalized? That's kind of risky, right? A little bit?
It is, but I'm doing my part.
But I know. No, I realize you're doing your part, but you're leaving like you don't live there, right?
No, not yet.
And so you're leaving like it looks like your collectibles and stuff there. Aren't you afraid if it's like heavily ridden with crime that they're going to be stolen?
Yes, I've been robbed 6 times over there.
From there?
Yes, from that location. Because I was running generators to do the work inside. And these were heavy 9,000 watt generators, and they were up on the porch on these wheelie carts. I mean, you had to really drag. It was hard to get them even up the steps. And I had big chains on them and locks, and yeah, they got stolen, completely stolen. One of them was actually running, and I was upstairs sleeping, and I heard a commotion going on, and I looked out, and the guy's just wheeling it down the street. I mean, what was I going to do, I did tell the police they don't care. They honestly don't. I think it's because it's such a crime-riddled area that they just do not care. And yeah, my a bunch of PEX pipe that I had for plumbing, even the water heater, the air conditioner that I bought. It was pretty frustrating because yeah, I'm the guy that's trying to do good, you know, and help this neighborhood.
Right.
But yeah, imagine this though. This is one of the reasons why I'm not in it now. One of the reasons is because I have a work order now that I can only be there, and I can have 10 people on the list between 6 a.m. and 10 p.m., Monday through Friday only. And that's because they deemed it, okay, this house had sat for 10 years unoccupied in the state that you saw the pictures in. But lo and behold, somebody gets in that house, and the housing authorities or whatever start noticing there's somebody there, so guess what? Somebody's there, somebody owns that house now, so we're going to fine them with stuff. Believe it or not, you saw all that stats that was grown up and everything as it was, and then I think I sent a picture where I'd done the yard. Well, I had since landscaped the yard too, and even started digging with my shovel up against the house, and I found these really awesome, like, cobblestone sidewalks that were buried for I don't know how long, under about 6 inches of dirt. I've got flower beds put in there now up at the front. Looks really great from the curb, right? But no, the city has to come, and all of a sudden I get mailed a letter that comes there. This says, you have a broken window on the top floor, or a cracked window. So this is dangerous house. You have, this was it's been last summer. So like you have until October the 12th to fix it. I'm like, no big deal. I'll just slap a pane of glass in it. No, they would not stay off of me. Every time I turned around, they were doing this. All of a sudden, instead of waiting until October 12th, I kid you not, this was September the 25th. I'm outside, chilling before work, have my cat on my lap, you know, my morning routine, 7 o'clock. All of a sudden, there's a flatbed truck that pulls up in front of the house. I'm like, what are they doing? And it was full of boards. They were coming to board my house up and throw me out of it. Like, what? Are you serious? This is for the window. I went and I grabbed all my paperwork and I showed them I still have a couple weeks to fix your stupid window. Don't you see all the work that I have done in this place? What's your problem? And I kid you not, I also I had gone around the neighborhood and learned, you know, some of the churches and stuff that are around there because I was really trying to get involved, you know. And some of these churches, because when I started working over there last summer, I would hear like an intercom, you know, like you might hear the ice cream man going by. Well, there was an intercom that just had a guy like announcing from about noon until 2 every day, and I could hear this through the whole street. Something about kids, come here and get your meals, you know, something about come get a snack. And so the church was like helping kids, you know, I guess provide them a free meal in the day during summer when they weren't at school and they could eat. And so I, you know, followed the sound of that microphone one day and got located to the church, so I asked them about stuff. Well, so I started, you know, I know a friend that works at this Catholic nursing home place. And so they get all kinds of food donations, you know, loaves of bread, cans, whatever, you know, to distribute. I asked them if they could start bringing some of that to my house so that I could give it to these churches around this new neighborhood. And they're like, sure, you know, we'd be glad to help the community. So when the housing guy came to my front porch, I had on my porch like a couple of cardboard boxes that had just been dropped off the evening before, and the guy full of, you know, food items. A lot of it was cans, and like I said, there was some bread and stuff laying on top. No kidding. In the citation, they cited me for storing food outside. I'm like, you are crazy. Well, no offense, but the guy that has been going around with me, he's the city inspector or whatever, the housing guy. He's a fairly new immigrant from another country, and he is getting on me, and yet he probably honestly lives in a country because it's, you know, a poor country. I do know that. I know where it is, I'm not going to say. But yeah, he probably has dirt floors that he sweeps, and then he's going to complain at me for helping people. I mean, this has just gotten so crazy, Carolyn. And yeah, so that's why I have the work order now, because they're like, oh, this is not inhabitable because of that window and because you're hoarding food. And I have like a ladder, and you know, I tried on several different front doors to see the one that I liked, and I finally got this really cool antique door that was taken off of another house. And yeah, so I was trying different doors out, and so there was like 3 front doors propped up out there on the big stone porch, and I got cited for mis-storage of like building materials. Like, you serious? They're like, yeah, if you build a shelf out here and want to keep all your tools, you know, or your doors and stuff, then that's fine, but it's got to be elevated off the ground level of your porch 3 feet to be stored. I'm like, this is nuts, man. So yeah, I've seriously been picked on so bad just by trying to get into that neighborhood and do something that I thought was maybe the right thing to do. I've never rented an apartment or a house any time in my life. This is my first time, and I've been here for about 7 months now. But yeah, so I went pretty cheap because I have a mortgage still over there, and this. And the reason why I got the mortgage, even though I got the house itself was so cheap, is because I got one of those, what do they call that loan?
Home equity?
It's not your...
Home equity?
No, it's one just for builders, for restoring. I forget. Somebody in the chat probably knows.
Oh, or not a restoration, or
Yeah, because the house qualified for it, so therefore I was getting. Are they saying what it was?
Not yet. No.
Well, since the electricity and the
Come on, guys,
plumbing,
we're getting slow on this. Let's speed it up. No, I'm talking to the people to give me the name of the loan.
Right.
Rehab.
I believe it.
Rehab loan.
Yeah, and the number assigned to it's like 301 rehab or something. Yeah, and that I qualified for that. The house qualified for that because of the work that was going to be required, which was major utilities and stuff. This thing still had old knob and tube wiring with the ropey cords hanging out of the wall. They had like a cable, a braided electrical cable. You don't see those anymore. And it was literally stapled to the wall that was running all the way upstairs. Why? Because the house was so old and it had never been updated. There are literally no overhead lights in the top floor of the house at all. No overhead lights, no outlets. They had it installed like one rigged up outlet that was on a lamp in the general hallway. Yeah, and that was it. And somehow these people ended up living. Well, I did, some research because I had obtained the previous owner's name when I guess he was an old man and he was a preacher. And he lived there until he died, according to, his records and everything. So I don't know how anybody was living like this, because it's obvious that,
Well,
even
it
if
looks
it
like
is
a bunch of
ransacked,
squatters, right? There may be squatters around,
Yeah.
right? Because they were just like food containers around, and it looked like, it just looked like garbage, and it looked maybe.
Yeah, but
don't know.
I think it was hoarders too, because some of these things I found were like magazines from the 70s and stuff like that had the previous owner's names on them, and it looked like he had saved everything. And then I don't know if they just ran out of room in the living space, but you literally, if you open the door from the kitchen to start walking downstairs to the full basement, you would have to just drop on your butt and slide down if you needed to get down there over all the heaps of trash, because that's where they had been throwing their garbage, is down in the basement and on the stairs going down.
Oh, God.
But I could, when I bought this thing.
Who cleaned this up?
What?
Who cleaned it up?
Me.
Did you wear gloves?
Yes, I always wear the nitrile coated gloves, and I even go through them, like a few a day sometimes, when I'm actually working for somebody else too.
Did you find any drug paraphernalia?
Not that I knew of, except for, like, I did find some syringes, but I assume those were probably more or less from the squatters.
Oh my gosh, I would freak out. Oh my gosh, that's like a nightmare for me. Okay, so you did find syringes?
Yeah, and I also found when I was digging like I said, the outlets were very poor and very scarce too. The original outlets, when I cleaned, the outlets were built into the floor, okay, where you would plug stuff in. They didn't even have any ground. The house had no grounding, nothing. And so, can you still hear me?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So I have the gloves on, and I unscrewed all of those outlet switch covers, and I was looking through, and I kid you not, there is, and I could send you a picture of this thing, but I don't have it anymore, and this is why. There was a little skeleton head of something, and I'm talking, it was small. Like at first I thought, well, maybe this is a mouse skull, because I've never seen a mouse skull, but it was small like that. Then I'm noticing, no, it has a little bit of a beak or a, what do they call that? Like when a snake is born, they have one tooth, and then as they're cutting out of the egg, then the tooth, disappears.
Right, yeah, the egg tooth or something like that, right? It's something like that.
Yeah. So it looked like it had a little eye tooth, but yet it had total jaw that opened and little square rock teeth and molars and stuff. Little bitty chiclet teeth that went all the way back, like a full set. And I'm like, wait, why would this thing look like it's got a beak on it and have full set of teeth, It was just really strange. I'm kidding around, and I know this lady out in California, and she used to do, work in a morgue and all this cool stuff, and in like some part of the medical field. And I asked her what it is. She's like, I don't know, but it sure looks cool. Why don't you send it to me? So I got online and I found out how to clean this little guy up. No body. I never found the body. Okay, never found the body of this thing. That might have helped. But so I washed it up and had to leave it in dish soap, they said, in a little tin or a little bowl for, I think a couple of days, and then it started like cleaning up. I don't know why, but the dish soap, they said online, kind of dissolves stuff from bone and shines it up. So I did that. Anyway, the thing ends up passing from her to somebody at the University of Berkeley out there. And the science department got this thing, and last I knew, they're still trying to figure out what it is, or was. But they have it in their possession, because they even admitted that this is very strange. They don't know what it is.
Oh gosh, that's crazy. Maybe they could they have had like a pet parrot or something?
The top of the skull is too flat. Like I said, you might think it's a mouse or something. I'm gonna see if I can see it. I don't know if it'll work or not, but I'm gonna see if I can. No, let's see. Do you know how to put up a picture here? Didn't somebody do that once while they were talking on this?
Well, you're not showing on. Are you showing on camera? I don't
see
know.
You. Am I?
I don't see you. Hang on, because I don't know what's wrong with our Zoom. Ever since we did that thing last night, it doesn't seem like. Let me see. Exit full view.
Great, we crashed it.
Oh, hold on. No, speaker view. I don't want that now. Okay, where are you? See, gallery view. I don't see you at all. Does anybody see Jeff?
What do they see? Did they even see the phone thing for me?
No, I mean, wait, I see, yeah. It says total non-video. Oh, you know what I think it is?
What?
I think I figured out. Remember when Jessica was not on video and I hid the non-video guests? Yeah, now I look, watch, there we go, I fixed it. I amaze myself sometimes when things click.
Wow.
Right? I fixed it.
That's awesome.
It is awesome.
So,
we still don't see
am I on camera now?
You're not on camera, though. We just see a phone. You have to click the little video camera to show up on camera.
So there was nothing up there a minute ago?
Just a No, it was just me. I didn't know where you were.
Oh.
Why were
I was going to try to figure out how to send a picture of this little guy.
You're up there now.
I do have... Huh?
Your telephone icon is there now.
Oh. That's weird.
I know.
But anyway.
All right.
So this is also the house that, unfortunately, I had two 10-month-old pups that were called Chimos. They were Chihuahua American Eskimo.
Yeah. That's quite the combination.
Yeah, they were awesome.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's quite a combination.
Yeah, they're considered a designer breed, and I had no idea.
Are they?
Because I had rescued... Yeah, I rescued a purebred American Eskimo that was 7.5 years old a couple months before I went over to that house, and ends up that she was pregnant. And I also at the time had a Chihuahua dog, and I'm thinking that's what happened because they told me they were Chimos. But anyway, I had kept two of those dogs because I loved them to pieces. Winter, which was the rescue mom, I guess it was too hard on her, and we ended up, losing her because she... like her kidneys were going out as she was trying to nurse the dogs, and so they were only 11 days old. So I had to bottle feed them up, and got pretty attached to them quick. So anyway, by this time these dogs are 10 months old over there with me. They had all their vaccinations, their rounds, all their boosters and whatever they require for that age. Everything was on. All of a sudden, for 24 hours, they got sick and then they died. Just that quick. I asked the vet, is this parvo? No. They tested negative for parvo. And they're like, plus they're 10 months old, it's mainly smaller, younger dogs that would be more prone to the parvo, especially if they've never been vaccinated. Well, that wasn't the case for my dogs. So I ended up running them, this whole weekend, I was running them different vets, trying to get them help. They're getting worse by the minute. Unlike, they didn't show signs of typical parvo either that I've ever heard about. And it was just really strange. I lost the one the next morning, but then the other one, I was still trying to get it fixed, get it treatment, because you can cure parvo. I mean, they can overcome it if, they have a lot of fluids and, it can be done. Sometimes you unfortunately lose them no matter what. But so it ends up that they are the dogs that I think I've mentioned before. They ended up having that leptospirosis.
The what?
And that it's called leptospirosis. The same thing that I'm being tested for now, because I lost the dogs and I still have proof of that I lost them to leptospirosis. And sometimes if you give a parvo test, it might end up coming up positive, but it could be from the lepto causing a positive or negative. I mean, it can mess with the parvo test. I didn't know any of this. Nonetheless, my dogs shouldn't have died. So I had
So both
this
dogs
replacement
died?
dog. Both dogs died 24 hours from barking to dead. Yeah, that quick.
But that wasn't this weekend, right? Well,
This
how
was
long?
last year.
Last year.
Last
Okay.
year.
Okay. I lost because you said this weekend or something. Go ahead. Yeah.
No, that weekend it was a weekend.
Oh,
and
okay.
I
All right.
started.
I misheard. Sorry.
This was like a year ago, June. And I was over at this house, though, that you're seeing the pictures of, because I was taking them over there, to
Right.
help me and hang out and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I was only part-time staying at the house, and then I realized, heck, I had the generator there. I popped in a window unit air conditioner. I thought, instead of just running back and forth every day, why don't I just stay here, for a few nights, and just, that way I can just get up and start working, so when I bring my dogs here, everything's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so I lost them, and I started coming down really sick, and that's what my doctor's leaning towards now. He's giving me tests for the leptospirosis because it can be passed to any living thing. And what it is caused from most generally is old urine, like stored on magazines and books and in paper, just like I
Really?
was cleaning up. Yes. And a lot of times it spreads, from, it could be rats, possums, raccoons.
But
It's
that's
carried
so
in their
common
urine.
when even people are like anywhere, like in a shed or anything, you could have that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And it's not seen, very often in this country. It's mainly a kind of a third world country type disease. But that's why I had trouble getting a doctor until the one I have now that would even listen to me on this, because I kept going to the ER severely itching. I don't know if you've ever had poison ivy, but oh man.
No,
you
I'm not
tell
allergic
yourself-
to poison ivy.
You
I could
aren't?
lay in it. I could roll around in it. I could rub it all over my body.
Are you part goat?
No,
Because
I'm just
goats
not.
can't
Some
get
people
it.
are not allergic to it. None of my kids are.
Goats?
No, Jimmy's not
Well,
either. We're not.
Goats can even eat poison ivy and it doesn't hurt them.
Yeah,
Weird.
because I've been in whole patches of it. Like somebody would go like this, "Oh my gosh, you're in poison ivy." I'm like, this kid, I was like, I didn't know. And then somebody said, "Well, that just means you're not allergic to it."
Right. And yeah, and your body can also change too. You can grow up not allergic to it, and then all of a sudden you can come down with it. So never count too much on the fact that you're not allergic to it. It could change.
I can't roll around in it every year like I like to.
I would not, but hey,
Okay.
if you ever get this, it drives you crazy. So that's how I could only describe it to how I felt, because there was no visible rash, none. And it was just like inside, itching all the way down to the meat, to the bone. And I was just scratching like crazy. So debilitating, man. And I was running a high fever, and, that could be why my white cell count is up now, some kind of infection. Because the leptospirosis doesn't actually ever leave your body if you're a human.
But what are the symptoms of this leptospirosis?
Well, what I said is the intense itching.
Yeah.
It kind of makes you become autoimmune.
Right.
And like if you go out in the sun, I mean, sometimes if I get too hot now, I'll start itching like crazy. But if they tried to push
it sounds like
had.
it sounds like lupus.
Yeah,
a
that's
little
an
bit.
autoimmune, and you get normally the
Thank you,
butterfly rash
Marie.
with that.
That's weird. Okay, and they say it's that the cause of it is some type of urine on something.
Is what?
Some
It's
type
not
of
what? Say that
urine.
again?
Some type of urine, rat urine,
Yeah.
mouse urine,
Yeah,
squirrel, whatever.
from wild animals, and it can live. It's just like the parvovirus. The parvovirus and the lepto can live for like years. The cold does not freeze it out. The heat doesn't. Nothing can kill it except for certain chemicals. So I called this place. I told the homeowners, of course, about it, and I called a couple of chemical places, and they said that they would have to like specially mix something, and it would cost about $13,000 to come in and clean all this stuff away from this house. And then if you miss a little bit, just like the parvovirus, if it gets on your shoe, if you walk through the grass, it's got parvo.
Oh, this sounds like
Another
crazy.
dog-
This sounds like the mold fiasco. I mean, this is, how could this happen, Jeff? Because look, the squirrels pee outside all the time. And
Look
the
it up real
chipmunks-
quick.
What?
Yeah, that's where it's from.
Right,
I'm
but
thinking that probably because it was stored so long, that it's not like when it's like freshly peed, that it's from being stored, like absorbs into papers and stuff so long. And if this stuff hadn't been moved or touched, for years, and I get in there with my shovel, even though I have my gloves on, I could still have caught it. I mean, because, you take your gloves off and you get a drink. I mean, whatever,
But there's another virus. There's that hantavirus, right, from the mouse droppings.
Rat rodents. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. And people were getting that too.
Wow. Okay. And well, that's crazy. I mean, but you think of like all the people that, I don't know, are exposed to that kind of stuff, especially in the country. Like, right, Cowgirl? You have a barn or something, you can have a mouse or something go in there and there's stuff. I mean, I don't know. That's really scary.
Yeah.
Hey, we need more stuff to be paranoid about, right? Thanks for that, Jeff.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, I have cleaned out so many houses that are like this and worse. I mean, I even wrote in the chat earlier, one of the houses that I was sent to clean out, and I literally, you don't take Lysol and Pine Sol and mops to these things. You load your truck up with shovels and gloves and like hand brooms and stuff like that, and even a mini sledgehammer I had to knock stuff off of places. But yeah, in the chat, the one that I really got me was like, they had a detached 2-car garage that was chock full of like 6 years of diapers. And the kids in little stair steps were running around the house because they were getting evicted or whatever, but they weren't actually out yet, I guess. And they would just run around like this is just normal. I'm like, oh my God. And you know how weird it was to see a 6-year-old child, now you're picking up its old diaper? Like, so yeah, that was a shoveling experience. But I can't believe, honestly, how some people live, because I know that I have seen at least some of the worst of the worst. This is not just people that are like wanting to sit on things and keep hoarding, maybe because it's sentimental, but it's just living in this
I'm just thinking,
disgusting
you know what
world.
I'm kind of thinking of? Like, I remember even once asked Jeff if he has possums there, please. Do you have possums there,
Yes,
Cowgirl? You do.
a lot of them.
He does
Yeah.
have possums. Okay.
There were dead possums in the house too.
Let me ask you a quick question, okay? Because this is like something. Okay, people that have like attics, and I mean like attics that they store like their stuff in. My sister would always be like, "Oh my gosh, there's a mouse in, and he peed on something, right?" And then she'd like rifle through, oh, there's mouse droppings, and I used to be like the worst thing. I was like, "Oh my gosh, hantavirus," but then I would say, "Come on, how many people get hantavirus, and how many times do you have a mouse in your attic, right?" And then if it, let's say, a mouse peed on something and it was something important, like, she would wash it and hot water. But now you're like telling me that this thing never goes away and it's there, and I'm thinking like,
It's
well,
very hard. It was told to me that it's a lot like the parvovirus. And the parvovirus, believe it or not, for dogs, didn't even start coming around until like 1972. You didn't have to get a vaccination for your dog. I mean, dogs weren't prone to it. It's just one of those things that just came around. And then I don't even know what causes the parvovirus. But yeah, it acts very quickly. And that's why, like I said, I called my homeowners to see if I could get, help at least to get it professionally called. Okay, people are looking up because I can see the chat because I got on mute. Somebody says leptospirosis is called Wheels disease also. Yes, that's right. Mouse droppings can be treated with Clorox. See, that's probably true. Bleach does not kill these viruses, though, that I'm talking about. Bleach does not kill it because I asked. I had already gone around and bleached the heck out of everything. I even separated the two dogs.
Say, Robbie. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just answering. Say, Robbie.
Oh, I was just saying I even separated my two dogs because I took the dog that wasn't even showing symptoms yet along with us to the vet everywhere I went. I went to like 3 different vets, the Humane Society, everywhere. It was terrible. And these dogs had always been very, very sheltered. Yeah, go ahead.
You're freaking a lot of people are freaking out. They're like, oh my gosh, can germs and bacteria really live for years, Jeff? You know, like,
Okay,
they're
look,
freaking. They're freaking.
I don't want to scare anybody. Like, if you find mouse droppings beside your fridge, you're not going to
They're
die.
freaking. Like,
okay?
what about if all people come to chat tomorrow and they all think they're going to die because, like, probably right now they're like, oh my God, I just cleaned my attic and I got, and they're like freaking now. And now they're going to the hospital and they're getting itching. Yeah, so
Well,
your girl is itching. And
I want everybody to know, in this case, look at all the houses, or listen to how many of these disgusting, diapered up, nasty houses with dead animals that I've picked up, been in, for 12 hours a day, never got sick until I get my own place, and boom. It is definitely from this, and I'm using, it's bad, because I've tried to get out of it, with the city itself, too, saying I need to be in there to clean. This is why I'm pretty much up in the air with this whole thing, because I don't really know what to do. I've talked to lawyers. They don't really know what to do. Basically, I want this house. I want to be able to restore it. I've put in tons of work, some money into it, my loan, and I still have to pay, every month for it. I'm not sure what to do about it. And then now I'm forced to live in an apartment too, just to have a place to actually live. So yeah, it's troubling.
Yeah.
And then all this fighting with the city at the same time.
Yeah, I know you got all that going on, but a lot of people, and like me too, I'm trying to think about a bunch of things. And here's my thing, right? Okay, because this is what I think about, and I think about it because of this. I'll tell you why. When I think a little bit of the, now I'm not saying, yes, I know black mold. Please ask Jeff to ask his vet if it's caused by possum urine.
If what, the lepto is caused by urine?
Please tell Jeff to ask his vet, please. It's caused by possum urine.
Yeah, but what can I do about it now, cowgirl? I lost my dogs, man. In fact,
Say, Robbie.
I'm still I'm still messed up over my dogs. I had them, cremated and put in a memorial urn at the pet cemetery and everything. And like I said, it's been over a year, and they'll hold it. They know I'm not ready, because I already had to go to pet loss support up there. They offer that, which is a cool thing. But yeah, I haven't even been able to go pick up their urn thing yet, because I just can't deal. It's so sudden and terrible.
Okay, so let's talk about this now. This is just a thing, okay? Like with the mold stuff. When I had the mold stuff, they were ridiculous, okay? And then the minute they tell you something, and I see it's ridiculous, like when the hygienist came here to test for it, okay? He was not wearing a special suit, and he took a piece of it and threw it in the back of his van. And he was a really, really well qualified. And he goes, no, a little piece like that is not going to, see, people get crazy. He said, you have to be allergic to black mold. It doesn't cause cancer. Now, Luke was susceptible to it. So, yes, we had to move out. We had to take everything down. They had to do the whole thing. They had to come take the air samples again. But what he was telling me, it's not that he couldn't touch it, or when the insurance company acts like, oh my gosh, everything has to go through this entire process. And they do. If you don't do it, you're in non-compliance, okay?
It's airborne, yeah.
Right. So they say
It's an
non-compliance.
airborne
But
thing.
wait, Jeff, let me finish. So they say non-compliance, right? So I say to them, non-freaking compliance, okay, but you let us walk out of here, like, okay, with our stuff, right? So then my kids have a library book. They bring that library book back to the library. Now, according to them, we've contaminated the entire school, right? But we didn't.
Who was accusing you of contaminating the school? Who?
No, I'm saying the way that they talk about this mold stuff, right? That every single thing has to go through this whole process and be like swabbed down with this. They've got to do it. If you don't do it, you're non-compliance. It doesn't make any sense, because when we left the house, they let the kids take knapsacks and their school books and things like that. So if they have a library book and had been in this house, it was returned to the library in school. So according to them, since it wasn't gone through the sanitizing process, that it had mold spores in it and it infected the whole school. But that's not true. So I think there are kind of alarmist things, okay? Let's put it that way. Because we even had, and I'll tell you, I snuck in things on them, okay? To see if it really would affect, because we had have our air quality sampled many times, okay? It passed every single time. every single time after they took because I think the major thing was the darn sheetrock and stuff, right? Once they got that out, because we have two companies, and the second company did not clean the way that the first company did. And they left some things there, and when he came to take the air samples, it was all just fine anyway. So I don't believe all that. I think a lot of that is a little bit of a racket, but I'm not going to go there now. Now you've got this thing, and you're saying you got this urine, right? And this urine is so deadly. But really, truly, honestly, if it was like so deadly, wouldn't there, I mean, there's a lot of people that I hate to say it, but they live in really poor conditions, right? And a lot of people would buy these fixer-uppers, like you said. People buy storage units, and they go, oh, this has mouse piss on it or whatever it is, right? And then they wash it, and they sell it on eBay as a vintage something. And but you're saying like it's never going to die with whatever she put on it. So then I'm like, well, then everybody should be petrified. Don't buy anything, because how do you know someone didn't get that from, I don't know, a storage unit and just washed it and it was right by possum piss or something? I don't know. You know, that my mind works like that. And then it doesn't, nothing would be safe. And then we would all be locked in a closet, like freaking out.
I mean, I can understand the sensationalism of some things that they amp up, but the fact is that why do you think there are? I mean, that's the Black Plague. It was caused by like contamination.
Right.
I mean, that's why they go around with these places, you know, and condemn, you know, hoarder houses. That's why they tell them it's so dangerous, because of these things, you know.
Okay,
that,
but let's go to that.
That lady on Hoarders.
Yes, that lady on Hoarders.
One of her millions of cats was walking up on the stove where the lady had bread. There was cat and mouse droppings on her bread, and she was still eating. And they're like, "Hey, you can't have this anymore." And that one lady had a nasty salad. They're like, "How, you know, it's got fecal germs on it. How can you eat this salad?" I mean, whatever. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why. Is because if we all went to filthy, disgusting living conditions again, I mean, the plague could come back. You know, something worse maybe.
Let me just tell you something else about Hoarders, okay? When you watch Hoarders, you see the psychologists that walk into the hoarder houses, right? Now, wouldn't they be freaked out of their minds, because there's got to be rodent urine. There has to be rodent feces. They're walking into it. They're bringing that stuff home. I see them touch their faces. That stuff's really sickens me. So I'm just saying, I think some of it can be blown out of proportion. Now, wait, I have one other thing to say before you say that, because I'm going to lose my train of thought then. Okay. And then, so you have that about those people with the rodents. And then what was I going to say? Now you made the hoarder people. I said, yeah, I know you messed me up. The hoarder people, right? They're in the feces, they're in that stuff. And then there was somebody else I was going to say that's in that stuff. Don't say anything. I'll get it. Oh, yeah. What about, like, you said, like, what about the other animals? And then they have other cats in there, right? And you have your cats around. Now, how come your cats didn't get the leptospirosis or whatever it is? And
leptospirosis.
Leptospirosis, okay. Now, you always, okay. So Cowgirl said she lost 4 horses. That's what I was going to say. But Cowgirl, what happened? You steam my bathroom in the barn if clients use it. Okay.
Wait, how'd she lose the 4 horses?
She lost 4 barrel horses, she said. Let me see here. I lost 4 top barrel horses, and it has the same symptoms as parvo in dogs.
What did the horses have, though? The lepto, or what?
What did the horses have? They had the lepto, Cowgirl? But what would you have to do? Burn the barn down? I don't understand. If it's that, okay.
Okay. Well, what we have to keep in mind here is that not every possum or wild animal is carrying this, and not every person is susceptible to it. Just like you said, you're not allergic to poison ivy. Well, I severely am. You know, our makeups are different. This particular family of possums that was in here in 1975, maybe they carried this strain and their urine sat there for so long and boom, you know?
She said it's
I mean-
a zoonotic disease. I don't think she knows what it was.
Oh, okay.
But Cowgirl, what did you do to prevent any other transmission? How long ago was this? I just think, see, that makes me nuts, because then I think, like, first I get really paranoid, right? And then I'm like, oh my gosh, everything is going out. Like, and then you think, my logical brain kicks in and says, wait a minute, if this was so, how could this, and this make sense? And that was like the mold thing, okay? It didn't make sense what they were telling me. Like, everything was so horrible, so bad. But then meanwhile, why wasn't the entire school? My kids were bringing folders that they had in here every day, papers. And then if you listen to the ServPro people and the insurance company and the hygienist, and the hygienist, the one that was testing the samples, was the one that was the least paranoid. And he kept telling me, like, it's not this. It's not this way. And I was like, okay, I don't know. No, my vet gave me a spray to use on my sand in my indoor arena and all my stalls. Okay, how long ago was that, Cowgirl? And then you had horses and they were all okay after that? Or did this just happen? What's going on?
Can I read this real quick? I just looked this up. This is straight from looking it up right now online. It says leptospirosis is a relatively rare bacterial infection that affects people and animals. It can pass from animals to humans when an unhealed break in the skin comes in contact with water or soil where animal urine is present. It can progress to conditions such as wheel disease or meningitis. And it occurs in 2 phases. After the first phase, with fever, chills, itching, headache, muscle aches, vomiting, diarrhea, the patient may recover for a time but will become ill again. If the second phase occurs, it is more severe. The person may have kidney or liver failure or meningitis. Additionally to that information, what my doctors told me and what I found out is, like I was saying, it doesn't actually leave your system, but it kind of goes into remission. But if and when it comes back, for another round, every time it's a little bit more damaging and a little bit worse.
Okay.
But, I probably should, be on some kind of antibiotics for whatever, because, I had all that. It fits with what happened, and with the dogs dying and testing like that, yeah.
So you didn't have any treatment?
No. Like I said, I kept going to the ER, and they were telling me that all of a sudden I developed eczema. I'm like, what? Well, eczema, aren't you supposed to be able to see a rash on your skin where you're itching? There was never anything visible on me at all. Just the itching and the fever and all that stuff.
Okay.
And this lasted for probably a month and a half. I couldn't sleep. I was dipping myself in coconut oil, lotions, all kinds of crap. They even told me.
This is not the right kind of conversation when I have to clean out sheds. This is like going to send me to the hospital, okay? Because if I come across any type of rodent stuff, and I'm sure I am in a shed in the country, I am going to flip out, okay? And I'll be in the hospital doing a live from the hospital.
Okay, but you got to remember too, it's 90 through a cut in the skin. I was all the time cut up, seriously. My arm would hit a snaggy nail. I had cuts on me all the time, even though I was wearing gloves. Sometimes the gloves would get a hole in them. I could go through 3 sets of them nitrile gloves in a day just picking up boards and whatever.
So I'm going to wear a Kevlar unitard. Do they make a Kevlar
There you
unitard?
go.
Do they make
Kevlar
one?
tard.
Do they make one? That should be maybe some merch. Kevlar unitard.
That reminds me of the old turtle suit that we discussed that the prisoners were coming in. That lady that developed that thing, man, she's got the patent on those. They're called turtle suits. You remember when we discussed those? Everybody had to look up what is a turtle suit.
Yeah, listen to Cowgirl. She must be so chill. She's like, it happens. Nothing you can do. She's like chilled out there. Like, it happens, man. I don't know. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it doesn't. Nothing you're going to do.
Oh, my God. You go, girl, just said, Carolyn, you just scratched yourself. I said it was a conversation for germaphobes. I warned.
I don't
but
know.
I'm just surprised that,
So what's Cowgirl saying? Cowgirl's saying, clean out the freaking shed. Cowgirl, you're going to freak if you cleaned out a shed and you found, there was, I don't know, something in your shed and I don't know.
But guys, remember, I have picked up so much stuff, and this is the first time I had any problem. So,
But that again,
I mean,
that again brings me to like all these people that buy like the vintage stuff, and you don't know what like peed on that,
Right.
did anything like that, and they wash it, and then you see them on YouTube, and they're like, "Oh, I'm selling it on eBay now." You know what I mean?
right? You don't know where stuff's coming from.
Yeah,
But
that's
then,
what I mean.
they
You don't know
probably
where
don't even-
anything comes from.
Look, it's just like until they discovered when we got, microscopes that all these bugs are on your eyelashes or mites are in your bed or whatever.
Oh
Before
gosh,
you knew
please,
that,
please. I can't have the
there-
mites in the bed. Please. That's too much.
Come
I
on.
can't stand seeing those pictures. Cowgirl says
Okay,
it's light.
well-
I want to ask Cowgirl a question. Cowgirl, just go on and clean the shed, and you probably believe, like a lot of people believe, and it's a good thing, like it's God's plan, and you just go and do what you have to do. Is that how you feel, Cowgirl? Just go ahead and do it if you got to do it, and the chances
That's what I
are
think.
you dying from the urine that you're cleaning up in the shed or anything is whatever, right? You just go ahead and do it, probably. Hi, Carol.
Well,
Lucy.
that's pretty much what I was trying to say. Is we have so many things that we can't see or don't know whatever. Even things around the world, these sicknesses that don't show up anymore. I mean, we've gotten a hold of them or gotten used to them so that we're immune now. I mean, come on.
But I'll tell you
I won't
something.
even-
I was so freaked out. Listen to me. When I was pregnant for Ethan, okay, I was so freaking freaked out because we had to clean up. We did a major renovation of that lake house, okay? And I'll never forget, somebody said I had to go over there because we were getting rid of a lot of stuff, and I had to go through the stuff. And I remember coming across my stuff, and at that time it was the hantavirus. I was reading like on the because I have bad pregnancy anxiety, very bad, very very bad. So I was reading on like all these crazy things that could happen, like if it was the hantavirus or if it was like just crazy things. I was like, hantavirus, oh my gosh. I touched, there was mouse droppings when I went through a drawer. Oh my gosh, I'm freaking out. I'm calling the March of Dimes. And then they don't make you feel any better. They do not. They go like this.
No.
Did you inhale? Do you think you inhaled any of that? I'm like, what do you mean? I was breathing. Oh, but it was just, I mean, the house was okay. It wasn't like infested. It was just a couple of, I don't know.
Well, I do, for the most part, I always wear a respirator mask, just a disposable one. I carry a box of those.
But no, but this was a nice, like this, our house was nice. It wasn't like a fixer up or anything. It was just regular, just like how a little field mouse gets into the thing. Oh, see,
Right.
Cowgirl says, sorry, but nothing you can do. I catch the possums here and drug test them. I don't know. My mom is
Everybody's telling me to come clean your shed. I would so do it. I just put that in the shed. I would still clean a hoarder house or a shed.
Yeah.
I'll still reach it. That's how I got so much work when I started around doing this. The other investors too, because they heard that, old Jeff, he'll clean anything. He'll bring me a shovel and touch those damn things and whatever.
Because I mean, listen to me. Where we live, seeing little mouse droppings, like it happens. It happens. Like when we close like the lake house up for the winter, you see mouse droppings. It happens. We've always cleaned that stuff up somehow. It's never been that. It's like, oh my gosh,
Okay.
you got to call the hazmat people come in and.
Well, just look.
And look, everything I was fine. The baby was fine and everything. I didn't have hantavirus, but I had not a contractor, like a helper kid here when we were redoing this house. And so everything was new. Like, again, it would have been like a couple of droppings from a field mouse that were new. And he was like freaking out. He goes like this, oh my gosh, you could get hantavirus. And I'm like, what? Hantavirus? Stop.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
look at the mosquitoes that can kill you. What's that one that they
Jimmy
carry?
was
Not
just telling
malaria,
me.
but-
Jimmy was just telling me down in Florida the mosquitoes are killing you, the red tide is killing you, and the flesh-eating bacteria. And guess where my son just landed today? Right there.
Oh, down in Florida.
And I forgot to tell him about the mosquitoes. The mosquitoes are killing people now. It's not the Zika. It's something else.
Yeah.
Here, Mr. Possum's
But
pee.
I don't know if it's been killed by a spider twice, a snake once, and this, I've had scarlet fever, I've had rheumatic fever. Now, who even gets that anymore these days?
I don't know. My brother got
That's what I'm
rheumatic.
saying.
I think he got rheumatic fever. He got very, very sick after he had, very, very sick. I mean, really, really sick.
Well, I was in the military in Kuwait, and that's where I actually got contracted the scarlet fever. There were 20 of us that were kind of quarantined, and we ended up getting sent back to Walter Reed because my time was almost up anyway. And it was after that that my heart started having the AFib and all that stuff, and I guess my heart kind of got enlarged due to the scarlet fever, and so it did turn into rheumatic fever, and they don't even know how to survive that.
Save Robbie's having a trauma, okay? He just got a hamster, and he just said he's scheduling a family counseling session for his hamster and himself because this conversation is putting a scar on their relationship. Now he doesn't want to touch the urine-infested shavings.
Say, Robbie, just make sure you clean that cage, dude. Clean it regularly because this appears to only... I mean, when a mouse first does it, or an animal, it's not right away, I don't think. I think maybe it starts breeding. I'm not sure. But I think from what I'm getting, is it has to stay soaking around on stuff for a good while.
He thinks, Robbie. He's pretty sure you're
clean,
okay.
Just keep the cage cleaned on a rate, like a couple times a week at least. You know, you'll be fine.
We hope, Robbie.
With gloves. Gloves when you handle the hamster. Like, remember like one of those old falconer mitts that people with those big leather gloves? I go with those. At least the big yellow rubber ones. Man, I dated this chick one time. She was a total vegetarian, and I like meatloaf, okay? I wanted meatloaf. I swear, I go in the kitchen, she's got those long yellow rubber gloves up to her elbows. I'm like, why are you making it with that? She's like, I don't touch meat. I don't like to handle it. I'm like, really?
But Robbie said, what if it bites him? But Robbie, if it bites you, don't touch the urine when you have an open
right.
wound. Please, don't touch the urine after you bite you.
How many people are going to flush their hamster tonight? Come on.
So many people are probably freaking out. Like, I can't clean my shed. I can't ever go in my attic again. I have to throw all this stuff out, you know, because it has...
No.
They're probably freaking their brains out.
It's so rare. I mean, the combination of that, I would, come into contact with that, it's just a rare, weird thing. That's why you don't hear about it very often, because it doesn't happen very often. But I suggest that they open their drawers in their kitchen and check the droppings. Get the droppings out, because you don't know when the activation date is in the urine.
Oh my gosh, now that's scary. Now I'm going to be like, I can't do that. I found mice droppings. I have to go to the hospital. Okay.
Yes, Teresa Fisher, as far as I know, she just asked if that house that I bought.
I remember
what
I had to tell you, and I'm going to look for your thing in a minute. I remember what I had to tell you. There was this lady, okay, I'm not joking around. She's in her 50s or something. Well, she loves dolls, and she's in this group. And Mrs. Brian Clan, I know I have to get you that thing. Please bother me for it. So she's in this doll group, and she's like, I don't even understand how she does half of the things she does, because she has like every animal under the sun. She has doll collections like you can't even believe. She has 4 kids that she homeschooled. She has a daughter with 6 kids that lives with her now because I think her husband is deployed. And it's not like they live in this huge house. And she has like these antique stoves, and she makes fake cupcakes and cakes that she found out how to do on YouTube, and she makes all these fake things for like the doll. It's incredible. I don't know how she has all of this stuff in this small house with all of these people. But anyway, I guess her daughter then moved out of the house, and she was buying dolls for her daughter's girls, right? So one day she comes and she's in tears, and everybody's like, what happened? And she's like, I went to my daughter's house today, and I went into the garage, and in the garage on the floor are like, I don't know how many dolls that she bought her granddaughters, right? And she's like, they were disgusting. They were filthy. She was like saying some of the dolls had been mouse nurseries. Mouse nurseries.
What? Oh.
Yes, in the hair. Well, listen to me. So she was crying, and she couldn't throw anything out. So she brought it all to her house, okay, her pristine house, and she proceeded to wash and sanitize, and some of the dolls got a haircut, some of them didn't, and all the clothes she washed. Now, she did all that. That was in Arizona. Now, she should be flipping out, right? oh my gosh, but she's not. And there's a lot of people that go into places and take stuff like that out and clean it. And this lady, the most important thing, she wasn't worried at all about the mouse crap or anything. She was just so pissed at her daughter. She was so pissed at her daughter. Yeah, it's just
Oh,
like
wow.
in white soil. Oh my gosh, please.
Yeah. You could be Nick, but hey, just don't be any more careful than what you always are. And I say that to the average person, Y'all aren't going to catch it. You're not out asking for it like I did, I guess. But I had no idea.
I know my sister, I know 100%, even when she was pregnant, she would bring down the baby clothes, right? Because she had 4 years between her kids. So she goes, oh my gosh, I remember it clear as day. She goes, a mouse pissed in this box. But she didn't throw out the baby clothes because it was and she washed everything and used it. And now that baby is 31 years old.
Right.
She didn't even, I don't think she even had freaking gloves on. She just put everything in the wash. Cowgirl said I would be like the boy in the plastic bubble if I went out to her place, because I'd be like, "Are you sure you sanitized this place with the horse disease?"
Somebody says, Sakura says, imagine what somebody who just stumbles into this chat for the first time would think. You never know when the rat urine will turn.
They're talking about rat urine and mouse urine. I can't even believe it. Everybody's in there talking about urine, and Robbie's talking about his hamster biting him and him touching the
somebody also said that they're going to get rid of their grandkid's pet rabbit.
Oh no!
I know, don't.
And what about a chinchilla? I used to have a chinchilla.
Hey, did you give it one of those dust baths?
Yes.
Do they like it?
Yeah, they do. But that was probably really dangerous now, right? Oh, that's so dangerous. It's airborne.
I can see Robbie or somebody going that has a rodent in their home now, just watching for it to drop and catching it, and then with a little bit of tweezers, just picking it up as soon as it comes out.
Robbie's freaking about his hamster now.
I told him
Short
to go
Nice
live on that
developed a
hamster.
cough. While we were here, she developed a cough. I am going to freak out now. Yeah, think about who sat in the airport seats, right? Or the plane seats that are upholstered, or the subway. Come on. And oh my gosh, it's crazy. It can't be that easy to get that. We would all be dead.
But yeah, I mean, not that necessarily, because the lepto is not going to be contagious. I'm not going to be contagious to another person.
No, everybody is scared to death, about you now. Wait, did I ever see when we did that painting? It was away. It was on a computer screen. Okay, did I ever touch?
Oh, please.
Did I ever touch random guy? No. Okay, he has lepto. Okay, how long is that transmissible for? Oh my gosh, I'm scared.
No. I'm not contagious with it.
He cannot.
It got in through.
I'm going to have people emailing me. Please don't invite him to the Rambler Roundup. Please, we can't. Nobody wants to touch his hands.
I'm already having enough trouble trying to get somebody to ramble with me down here. Now they're never going to.
Oh my gosh, please. Now they're all scared to death. Oh my gosh, they're freaking out. You worked at the airport and you found a good restroom. Oh, isn't that great, Sharon, when you know the good restroom? That's so great. I love knowing the good restroom, like when I used to use a restroom. You love your hamster so much, I don't care if she kills me, Robbie says, but I just won't be around to take care of her, and that makes him sad.
Robbie, get the tweezers and just wait. But those things, man, they'll drop all day long.
The droppings?
Yeah, they just non-stop dropping it. I don't know. I'm sure somebody out there's had a pig or a potbelly pig, right?
Why? They're dangerous too?
Only to your car. I'm going to tell you why.
Oh.
The wife wanted a potbelly pig, so she said. I used to work for Wells Fargo, so I'm guarding this place out in the middle of the country. And he's one of the employees at this grain elevator. And he says to me, oh, I've got a potbelly pig I got to get rid of. I'm like, ding, my ears picked up. It was the beginning of December. For Christmas, I'm thinking, this will be great. I'll just take a potbelly.
Right.
I'll just take a potbelly pig home. Well, So he's like, all right, I'll bring it, Christmas Eve if you really want it. And I'm like, yeah. And he said, oh, this pig is trained. It's got a harness. It's got its own blanket it prefers. I have not seen a potbelly pig, but this thing they brought me was a hog, okay?
Oh
It probably
my
weighed at least
gosh.
150 pounds. I could not get it into my car. I was
it
driving
pink or
a
black?
classic, huh?
Was it pink or black?
It was black and white.
Black and white, okay.
It's like, looked like a cow. It was black and white spots.
Okay.
And he brings me this thing. He's wrapped in a little blue blanket. It does have a harness on. And he's like, I'm like, well, how do I walk it? I mean, is it going to be used to me? Do you work this thing like a dog? I mean, what this thing, this pig? He's like, oh, no, she's going to love it. So he helps me load this big old beast into my classic Malibu, leather seats.
Oh, my gosh. Come on now.
I had to drive, like, probably good 25, 30 minutes up the highway. And so I'm on the highway. This pig that I've never seen, I don't know pigs, it starts rooting in the floorboard of my car because it put its hoofs in the seat and it lost its balance, just kind of fell over, and it stuck down there. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm like about to wreck the car. And then I noticed that it's like dropping turds big time. Like every 2 seconds, it's dropping. I'm like, this is so better come out of my seat, So by the time I got there, I was so frustrated
By
with
dropping, you mean it's pooping?
Yes, little round pellets all in my car, peeing into the leather, and it stunk so freaking bad. So I get home. I had told her, hey, there's a surprise coming. This is before cell phones. And so I got home. I knocked on the door. I went in the door. I said, go outside. There's your present. She's like, what? This is the middle of the night when I got off. And she goes out there and she screams when she sees it. She's like, oh my God, what is that? I said, that's your potbelly pig. I said, this country guy told me it is a potbelly pig. Merry Christmas. I don't ever want to deal with it again. It's been hell. And I start cleaning my car out, right?
Yeah.
We could not handle this thing. It ate the whole artificial Christmas tree. And I didn't know how much to feed it. And I kept feeding it because I thought, well, finally, it's going to stop. Even though it's a pig, it's going to stop when it gets full. No, it never got full. It never stopped eating. I got so scared of this dang thing. It was supposed to use the litter box, supposed to walk on this leash. I took it out to the park to try it on the harness, and that thing started waiting and waiting. I almost let it go. It was freaking me out so bad. She was afraid of it too. So I took it, loaded it up, took it to the 4-H, and was asking, hey, what should I be feeding this potbelly pig? They're like, how big is the pig? I said, oh, 170 pounds. Like, they started laughing like pigs. They're like, you're not a farm boy, are you? I'm like, no. They said, that's a hog in the making. They said, that thing cannot stay in your house. And I agreed. So we ended up, a couple of her relatives wanted to try it out because they liked the big old pig. And no, it never used the litter box. It destroyed everybody's house that we knew that tried to take it over. We ended up giving it to an auction. I don't know if it's true, but they supposedly promised that they would just, auction it off as a pet pig because I didn't want it to be turned into bacon or something, because I did know the pig. So yeah, I mean, you got to be careful what you're getting. I've never been really afraid of it, and then I started learning more stuff about it too. If anybody that's a farmer out there can help, but somebody told me that even if you cut yourself around the pig, it can get a taste for blood and just attack you to death. Don't know if that's true, but that made me a little leery.
There's wild boar that are really, really dangerous that can really hurt you around in certain places. Wild boar, they will attack you.
I freaked out in Arizona. They just had those javelina just walking around golf courses and stuff. I freaked out. Do you guys have those up there?
No, javelina?
Yeah, spelled with a J.
Oh,
The
I think I've seen those things. Yes. No, we don't have those. We have wild boar. There are wild boars, but I haven't seen them by me.
Well, we don't even have wild boars here. It's not something I was used to. In Missouri, we do have free hedgehogs. If you go to the right spot, you can just find you a hedgehog.
Really?
Yeah, but not javelina. And people about that. It's the same thing when I travel to Florida.
What do you mean you can find you a hedgehog, like a pet?
No, they're in the woods.
Oh.
They're wild ones in the woods.
Okay, but you can't just find you a hedgehog and take it home, right?
Why not? Why not?
You could catch the hedgehog?
I bought mine, the one that I had, but yeah, you can find them wild out around in the woods here.
But you're not going to catch them.
Why?
You catch hedgehogs? I'd like to see a video of that.
Well, you could if you wanted to. I mean, why not? They want $200 for them now. You might as well just get you a free one.
Yeah,
Just like the people that buy people up here buy scorpions, you know, at the pet store for like $7.50, and you can get those down in Arizona too.
Yeah, I don't know. That's horrible. Okay, so scorpions. I don't like scorpions.
No, I don't either. I don't do those.
So you had a hedgehog too? Now, could that have caused the urine?
No, this was years ago. I had mine, and he even got to be a geriatric hedgehog. I took him to the vet and everything, and he would hardly ever unroll for like the stethoscope, and the stethoscope was so big on him. But yeah, they told me because all his spines, you know, his quills. First of all, whenever he would lose a quill just naturally, and I'd find it in the house, he would just start replacing it. Instead of a colored striped quill, it would be just like pure white, like transparent white. And so he eventually ended up being all white.
Yeah. Now,
Because he
Carol
got so
Lucy is
old.
saying hedgehogs are full of fleas.
I never had any fleas.
He's never had any fleas, Carol.
Uh-uh.
No. She said you were lucky. Short nice. What is short nice like? Oh, you can catch. Oh, short nice said on the way home from work, she's taking a shower and stuff like that because she's feeling itchy. You love hedgehogs, but the ones that stay away from you, Lisa said. Don't hedgehogs attach.
And save Robbie, no.
Save Robbie is
Hedgehogs
looking.
don't.
Mm-mm.
They don't typically attack, and that can be misunderstood. One of the things about the hedgehog, though, is it does this thing where it stores your scent on its quills. And so, like, if you ever change your soap or your cologne or anything, the hedgehog will come up, even though it knows you, after it gets used to, of course, and you have to let it bite you, like on the wrist. You have to let it bite you, and as soon as it bites you, it turns around like the Exorcist head or something, and it starts frothing at the mouth and wipes the froth on the back of its quills around its back. Very interesting to watch this. And somehow that stores the new scent so that he will always recognize you again. So, you know, the next time you wear that same cologne or whatever, you're not likely to get bit. But that's not like attacking.
That sounds
It's
lovely.
just like it is lovely, and it's very interesting to watch. Like I said, that frothing at the mouth comes out. Those hedgehogs, man, they look like the underside looks like a guinea pig, but with stiffer hair, and the face looks like a little baby possum, big pointed nose, and mine just ate like a little cup of cat food that I had for him in there, and mealworms.
But I mean, is it a good pet? I've never I see hedgehogs, but I don't see people really like interacting with a hedgehog and being a good pet.
I think it's a great pet because I've also had guinea pigs and hamsters, and the hedgehog actually was more like a pet to me than that. He could hold his own. I could put him out, all day, even when I wasn't watching. I could put him out around my Labrador Retriever, and he never messed with him. If they did, they got their tongue got spiked. Yeah, he was able to run around all night. They're nocturnal. And we would put pennies or potato chips or something down and watch him collect them.
But wait, but you're saying they do attack? I thought Robbie was kidding, but they really do attack, huh?
No, I'm saying I've never seen one attack.
Oh, okay.
They're very scared, and that's why they roll up into a ball. And they do this thing if you go to pet them, like you never know if they're asleep or what when they're just in a ball sitting in their cage.
Yep.
So I would always handle him at first with a towel. But then they do this thing where they just jump real quick while they're in the ball. They just start shaking like a vibration, and they just boom, bounce up. They're very scared little creatures. But then if they know you, then they'll lay their quills down so you can pet them.
He's talking.
No, I recommend it.
He's
I think
talking
it's a
about a
good pet.
hedgehog, Two Scooter hedgehog.
Does she have one?
No, Two Scooter. Do you have a hedgehog? Short Nice says rabies.
Nah, I didn't have rabies. They're not even like a known big carrier of rabies.
Not a big carrier.
Yeah, they also have miniature possums as pets that you can get now too.
I heard about possums and yeah, but then now Cowgirl's saying it's deadly urine, so you don't want that.
Oh.
She said it's deadly urine. And I have to show now. Kathy sent in some things here. Everybody, just take a look. This is art stuff, okay?
Okay.
Kathy, feel free to narrate. Your daughter did this, or what's going on here? She made these drawings. I'm not sure. I'm not exact. Is Kathy's in the chat? Have her narrate, please. Can you read what Kathy's saying? If you see what Kathy's saying.
Nothing yet.
Oh, nothing yet. Hold on. There's more. She sent like a lot.
Sharon Martin is craving bacon.
Hold on. There's a lot of stuff here. I've got to find all the stuff that.
Sharon, you don't get bacon off the haunch of a hedgehog. You're back in the conversation. That was a boar or a pig.
Is this
Hedgehog bacon.
show in the folder? Please show me in the folder.
She said somebody said they think that's the diamond art.
No, I don't think so. Hold on. I'll show you other stuff, and it's not. I don't think it is. She's in the chat. She just asked me to show it, but I'm trying to find my. Hold on. View. She sent me a lot of stuff. Okay, hang on now. Come on, where's the art? Where's that? IMG. You can talk. You guys can talk. Well, oh, I've got it. Okay, hold on.
You got the art? Okay.
Yeah, here she got this. We got that one. Hold on, this one. Then she's got a rock coming up over here. Black rock says love. That's neat, right? She wrote. That's very neat. That looks like very 70s. I like that a lot. And yeah, see, she drew that. See where it says Kathy?
Oh wow.
Olivia Rose. Like somebody drew these. I think her daughter, Kathy. There's a giraffe.
Gee, sorry about that. Can you? Okay.
What happened?
I accidentally unmuted, so I was having an echo.
Oh. And then there's an S. And what else do we have? That one we saw. Hang on. Oh, this one here. I guess she makes these or something. Let me see if there's anything in the email that explains this.
That's a Mandela.
Right. Let's see.
Did she just color it or what?
No, I think she draws them and colors them.
Nice.
Let me see.
Anybody that's interested in coloring mandalas too, there's an app that you can download for free, and you can print out whatever ones, and you can even like design certain ones.
Okay, so this is. Hi, Carolyn. Love your show. My mother, Nana Jules, formerly Julie Goen, watches and listens to you all the time, and she thinks you are just lovely. Thank you. Next, she's been asking me to send you some of my artwork, so I have attached some, and I thought that the Ramblers may like it. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't be deterred by any of them trolls. Never. You are loved by many, especially Mum, who doesn't join in the chat much as her site isn't the best, but she's always listening. Regards, Kathy. We'll say hello to your mother, Kathy, and tell her we love your art.
Right.
Okay, so let me. So that
Is
was
she on now? Kathy,
she was,
the
yeah,
Kathy's in?
because she told me. I mean, she was like 10 minutes ago, unless she passed out, maybe because it got late. I don't know, but she was here. She asked me to show it. But did you go away, Kathy? If you did, I'm sorry, but I did show it there. Oh, and look, Max, we have another thing. We have a message from Max. Let me see here. Oh,
Okay, yeah.
remember the painting
She's
that
the
we
one
didn't
that-
see? Yes.
She
So
dropped out the other day. Yeah.
well, she didn't drop out. I think something happened to her stuff. Like she wasn't a quitter. I don't think she wasn't a quitter, like dropped
Right,
out.
right,
you know,
right.
like a
I understand
quitter. No, not like that. Not Joan Crawford. No. The short message is a giant thanks, she said. Beautiful experience. Computer problems she had. But here's my picture. I hope you can see it, and I hope you can show it. Okay, and then she gave me a longer message. She loved the Brady Bunch gallery approach. And giant thanks to the woman who did the spotlighting, Jessica Rosenfeld. Take a bow. Love how you did the edges first for your wraparound canvas. In love with Jeff. She's in love with you. He was so good and kind. Okay. Crush on
Thank you.
all that attended, especially the nice clock. Who was the nice clock?
Was
Did we have a
that
nice clock?
Nay?
Oh,
Or who was
Nene,
that?
Renee.
Somebody-
She had that big clock on that wall, right?
Yeah, on
Yeah.
the striped wall. Yeah.
Okay. Especially the nice clock and the variety of snacks. Well, yeah, Barbara was loading it up on the wine, cheese, salamis, and olives.
She had a
Excellent-
great time. I'll just speak for her. You could tell she was having a good time.
She said I had
Barbara.
excellent focus because I kept asking for the next step, please. And then, yes, like a tree, a volcano, a dress. She liked, I had anxiety. Yes, anxiety. She loved it.
Did you say where a couple of people, Carolyn, said that you used to design for Vera Wang?
For Vera Wang? Why?
Because you drew a dress.
Oh, okay, because I drew a dress. I know. She loved it
That
when
was great designing.
we could hear a pin drop. Only Jeff's audio was distorted on mine. Yes, Patry at Zoom is me, Max. Jeff just wanted to see us in PJs, joking, but it was in the instructions. Oops, I understood black canvas and 5-inch circle to start. So I continued while we were waiting for others to dry, and I felt dumb. You shouldn't feel dumb, Max.
No.
Yes, lightly tracing my fingers helped. Time zones can be indeed, ouch. Diana had to go, and Sonia and I have to get to work. Oh, yes, Sonia, right. So glad there is no music, but music in my head, like paint it black, right? Yeah. My new motto is blotch and flow and cluster it. Jeff's arm was often in front of his picture. Vivian said we'd be hammered before the next step, only 1 hour into it. Funny. I love Diana's gloves. Wow. I love the tons of vocabulary that occurred and the range of emotions. I proceeded on my own when my internet crashed. Damage control. My favorite moment was when Angel's mom added a tree. Jeff also encouraged a tree, a happy one. It was almost as if Bob was alive. Vegas? There for a second. Yes, the toothbrush adventure was special, but adding a tree totally freaked me out, so mine is a person. I had a scan problem, so I'm sending along a photo instead. My vote is for Angel's mom for adding a tree. And cripes, isn't a beautiful long flowing lace dress likened to a waterfall? By then my internet, yeah, I know. By then my internet was off, so I could only imagine the foreground from then on. Just giant thanks and love and respect, and looking forward to reconnecting with all, and looking forward to the next attempt. Love, Max. Okay, now Max, I'll download Max's picture. Very nice, Max. That is very nice. I mean, it's very different, right? There's no waterfall. There's almost like a chessboard, right? Jeff, you see that? Oh, there is a waterfall.
I can't see it. I don't know why.
You can't?
No.
Oh,
It's probably because I'm watching so that I can see the chat, but I'm not, yeah.
It almost
on
looks
mute.
like a cover to whatever box she has it on top. But no, now I see the waterfalls. There are 2 small waterfalls, and then she made it almost like a museum. Like it almost looks like a museum because that's a person, she said, and not a tree. It's a person with a cape, and that's like a checkerboard kind of thing. But the sky looks really good. She did her toothbrush. That looks amazing. My sky needs some help. And then Luke was wondering how she got that man in the moon there. That moon was
That
like
was
really,
cool.
it's awesome, that moon. Look at
Mhm.
Do you see that? You can't see it, Jeff?
No, but I saw the moon that she did
Yeah.
before.
There's 2 waterfalls. Yeah, I see, Sharon. Yeah. The moon has a face, yes. And you should see, Lisa, when she was turning it around. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Check if my email Diana sent her picture. Hang on. So very good, Max. It's really good. It actually looks like it's the top of that box that it's on, but that's really great. Let me go see now. Diana has something.
Diana, I can't wait to see yours too, but I'm, like I said,
You might have to see it later.
I have my thing on mute, so I'm going to have to replay to see it, but yeah.
Okay. Now, yours says painting unfinished, Diana. It says, my painting so far. Still painting, Carolyn. We'll send the finished one before the next chat. Thanks to both of you. Thanks to both you and Jeff, to all the participants. It was so much fun. Okay, so let's see what Diana has here. Very nice. Your sky looks like fireworks, doesn't it? It looks like exploding. Oh, Jeff can't see it.
No.
It looks like exploding fireworks. Very nice.
That's your description is good. So.
And she has like 4 cliffs where, yeah, you even got some extra because your canvas, I think, is much larger than a lot of them. Yes, and look, I think you have. Look, she has Sassy Dorsey on her TV. Sassy Dorsey, you made it. You're on her TV. See, you're painting over there, Sassy Dorsey. Oh wow! And then there's one other picture of it. Hang on.
If everybody could too, I mean, also try to post your picture of your work over in Slack. I mean, it'd be easy to see.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put them in a video with their names and everything and music and. Okay, now,
cool.
this is before you painted the waterfall. I was a little confused here. Okay, wow, this is very nice. I like your sky. It's just amazing. It's like really, it looks like crystals and fireworks. Very nice, Diana. Very nice work there. Okay, Jeff will have to look at it later, Diana. Okay?
I'm sorry, was it Max that said that she added a person in instead of a tree?
Yes, but it looks like a tree, but
Okay.
it's a person. It's like, you'll have to see it. It's, Max is an
Awesome,
artist,
okay.
so she really is over the top, right? Because she's in the advanced
Yeah.
class, She's,
Right.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Carol,
I'm not doing that. Just can't do
Carol
it.
Lucy down here has said, I hate art. It was useless. She preferred crafts.
Where?
In chat, Carol Lucy. I failed art, just so you guys know you're learning from a failure.
That would freak you out, Carol Lucy?
Look, the reason why I failed is because I did not like or respect my teacher that would come along and use a red pen or an ink pen and try to circle and tell me what I was doing right and wrong. I'm like, stay away from my art. This is not a regular class to me. I don't want to just turn in my paper and you mark it all up. This is art to me, so I don't want to see your mess all over it. Oh, I would get irate. I fought with him like on a personal level about that.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the quarter, whatever, a main part of our grade was like sculpture. And so everybody for like 2 weeks, they gave us, every day we're supposed to be working on pieces of our project, a 3D sculpture. And I never paid any attention to it. I didn't care. I was not going to work for this guy, even though it was hurting myself because I'm going to get an F. But yeah, I so didn't like this man. And so the last minute, literally the day of putting the stuff in the kiln, to have it fired, I literally took a clump of clay, smashed it down. It's about half the size of a bowling ball probably. Literally just started pressing my fingers into it and taking my finger. I didn't use any tools. Dabbing holes into it, with my bare hands.
Right.
Took like a pencil and just made some slash marks across it and everything. And I put it in the kiln, with my name on the bottom of it.
Right.
He went crazy over this thing. He's like, that is the best, most organic piece of folk art. That is so cool. And he shows it to the other art teachers. They're just going gaga over that. These people that took 2 weeks, to meticulously make, they were making little Garfields and all kinds of elaborate stuff. And they put mine up and it won, like, whatever, for its category of folk art. I'm like, are you serious? I've watched people make these elaborate bowls and, dishes and stuff, and I hated that thing. It was literally made in like 2 minutes of just anger, and he thought that was so expressive. Go figure.
Right. Jessica, I would love to show you mine again, except Jimmy put it somewhere. I think he put it in the other room. But you can go and I'm going to put it, I will put everybody's in the video, and then everybody will see everyone's. I'm going to take some pictures of mine and put it in there. But let me see here.
And no, Teresa, I didn't get an A in the class because it's the only thing that I actually really did and turned in. It was a big chunk of the grade, but not enough to pull me through.
Carol Lucy said she likes art, but she was useless at it. Hi, Minnieville girl. Yeah, she likes it. She was just useless at it, she said.
Mm.
But you should try it. You guys should try it.
What's that?
They should. Wouldn't it have been funny if we had planted someone in there that was terrible? Like, I mean, horrible. Like what? And
Yeah,
then you had to look at
right.
it, but they were trying really hard. Like you thought they were serious, though, right? And they'd be
Yeah,
like, Jeff,
but-
how does this look? And you'd be like, oh, great. No, that's good. Good.
Well, my friend Heather is convinced that would have been what hers would look like if she wasn't stuck holding the camera in the end. I mean, I really wanted to see her, because she was afraid that it was going to be a nailed it type deal.
Yeah. You need to get like a little holder for your phone.
Like what? Do you make one where it'll raise up from the table?
Oh yeah, I did a review like that, and it comes with a little ring light. Where the heck are you? Don't listen to my reviews.
I saw the-
it would have been.
yeah,
It's
I
like
saw the
less
ring
than,
light
you
one.
go on $9. It was less than $9 on Vipon. It has like a little ring light, so you can have light on your subject, and then it has like a gooseneck arm, and you hold your phone. You can put it in any direction you want.
How do you mount it on the table, though? Just
It has
screw-on,
a
or-
clamp. He doesn't watch my
Oh, okay.
reviews, right? He doesn't.
I guess I did miss some of that.
I know you missed it. Oh boy.
I'm sure I gave it a thumbs up, though.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Probably not. Maybe. But you should watch it.
I haven't.
Go on Vipon, put in ring light
Okay.
on Vipon, and you can get a code to get one for like $9, $8.
Okay.
Maybe. I'm telling you, that's what you need. You don't have to worry about holding your phone or anything. Oh, Angel Callie? Well, okay, we have to show Angel Callie's. Hang on.
Okay.
Hang on.
And her mom?
I don't know if she sent me her mom. Let me see.
Yeah, because maybe somebody wants to see that really cool tree. I know her mom's the one that did that tree, too.
They were doing a lot
Didn't
of
somebody else end up... Somebody else said they ended up putting that in a tree, I think.
Right, okay. Callie, yes, I think she did. Callie says, I wanted to say thank you for the fun painting class. It was really fun. I wish I could do it all over again. You can. Callie, just start the video over. That's the fun thing. You could do it over and over and over 10, 15,000 times. Give them out as gifts. Can you imagine that? If you made like one after the other and gave them out as gifts? I think I could do better. I'm sure you could. I've been thinking about it too. Yeah. The first time is truly the lesson, and you learn from the trial and error after. Correct. Thanks to Jeff for being so patient. Love, Callie. Okay, now let's see. I don't have the picture there, but I think it's in the next one. Let me see here. Okay, here's Callie's picture. Let me get this. So she didn't send in moms. You didn't send in moms, Callie? I gotta get moms. For the video, I need moms.
Also, if you do get one from somebody that finished it either outside the group or
Yeah.
did along with us, make a section so that we know we can see theirs too.
Right. Very nice, Callie. That's very nice. Looks like very translucent, like blue, green water. Very nice. Okay, and then you don't have your mom's? Oh, wait, Jeff, did you send me one of your painting again?
Me?
Oh, Jeff sent me one of his painting. I think he was retooling it a little bit.
Yeah, I sent it.
You did, right? Let me see.
It's in the same email that was to Barbara also, because Barbara had sent me.
Oh, right, yeah, to Barbara. Yeah, Barbara, hang on.
Somebody too, I noticed, had asked about how funny it would be if we had a nude model and had to draw it there, in one of the groups sometime. Well, what's funny about that is when I finished my art school up, I actually was online and I had to find my own models for such things, no doubt. And that's difficult and awkward to try to ask friends or family members to pose nude for you, but that's exactly what I had to do.
Yeah, I'm sure.
No, I did. I did. Yeah, I went to the Art Institute of Pittsburgh. Yes, I did, and I had
And
to.
after
We
it
were
worked a few
responsible.
times, he was like, he used it on dates, on times when he was just, no.
What?
No, I'm joking.
Yeah. Yeah, but I wasn't comfortable having a guy pose for me.
I
And
know,
I
but
had
you
to
were,
do it
the
like-
first time you were probably like, crap, that worked? Okay. And then you just asked even if you didn't need people, probably sometimes.
No.
Yeah, probably. Come on, Jeff.
And so I did kind of improvise with, and just use my imagination when I had to do a guy and said, you know, I know I feel terrible now, I guess. I lied to my art teacher to pass this class. But yeah, I'm like, and they're like, how did you get that guy to bend over like that? I'm like, oh man, yeah, well, it was not a flattering shot that I chose to do.
There's Jeff. See, Jeff's sky. I knew he was doing funny stuff in the sky. I'm like, what's all that white, Jeff? You had a lot of white there. And I see your sky looks really good. I have to redo my sky. Your sky looks like smoky almost. Like, I don't know. You got that
One
white
thing
little
that I
smoky
noticed,
wisp.
it was totally unintentional, but then
Yeah.
after I was done, I looked at the sky, and almost right up there in the dead center of the sky is almost like another round, translucent-looking moon. To me, that's what it looked like.
Yeah, I don't know what
In the
you got.
white,
Like,
yeah.
you had that big conglomeration of white. Remember I asked you about that? I think
Yeah.
the sky. I really have to work on my sky a little bit. And what do you got down there? You have that little spilling. You have like brown on the bottom of your waterfall, or is that black? It looks brown almost.
It's not brown. I didn't put any brown below the horizon line.
But your cliffs look different now. Like I'm getting like Angel Cali. I think I'd like to give it another go. Because your cliffs are a lot of white. Mine look like more like, I don't know, angel wings kind of. I don't have to.
Only because you're thinking that.
I don't know.
Yeah, and somebody had said, and I answered to her, who I think it was Angel Kelly, I believe. Yeah, over there in the Slack group, about that, you know, she likes to draw normally from, you know, copying from looking at something.
Right,
So I explained the benefits. I don't know if you saw that post,
No.
but I explained the benefit of knowing what you're making first and not knowing what you're making first. And how I explained it is, if you don't know, I mean, you guys are just cold turkey. You knew this was supposed to be nighttime waterfall. That's it. And then you said, oh, it looks kind of like a tree when we first traced out our boundaries. But one of those things is if you know something ahead of time, exactly what you're doing, it's going to look totally different. Had I told you guys that this is the cliff, this is the sky, I mean, exactly. And I mean, there were so many questions like, we're making these hash marks in the sky. What's that? What's it supposed to be? If I would have told you, you would have been too meticulous with trying to, you know, make it just what you thought in your head. In your head, when you close your eyes, before you've even seen this picture that we painted yesterday, you can picture kind of what cliffs with a waterfall might look like, right? In your mind's eye, you can see this. If you would have gone in with that full knowing, it would have looked different. And so I gave her the example that in art school, they have you draw a picture upside down, like just a line drawing, and it's usually like of an old man in a rocking chair. You draw it, try to copy it first, right side up, and it, you know, looks okay maybe, but you put that picture upside down and try to draw it, the shapes exactly as you see it, then you turn them upright and they look a million times better. And the reason why is because our minds have that, oh, this is going to be an old man with a face. You know what a face looks like, and so you are too accustomed to, it's that, what is it? It starts with a P. I said the word over there. That thing that makes you, that phenomenon that makes you think that you see faces in everything. You see faces in the clouds. All that.
I saw Mighty Mouse in a cloud. Did you see my video where I saw Mighty Mouse in the cloud when I was swimming?
I think I did. Yeah.
It was Mighty Mouse, wasn't it? It really was. There he goes to save the day.
I think I've seen my dead Bashan in the clouds. I don't know how many times, but
I've seen it. At one time, Jimmy and I were driving to Pennsylvania, and every cloud we saw was a dog. It was crazy. Dogs in all kinds of different things, sitting up, laying down, laying on their back. It was crazy, and I didn't have anything to capture it. It was every cloud was a dog. We just kept going, look,
wow.
Here we go, that one is doing, you know, there's a dog begging. Look at that one, laying on, it was nuts. I've never seen anything like that. When I was swimming, I saw Mighty Mouse. I'm like, oh, there was Mighty Mouse.
Right. But that's a real thing, and then plus you see things upside down, and then it, you know, gets transmitted in your mind. You turn it right side up. Everything that you see in your vision is upside down at the beginning.
Look at that. Look at the time. And look at that. Sharon said, look at that. We didn't even notice that. We've been having so much fun. Did you know what time it was, Deb? I didn't know that. I thought, last I looked at the clock, I swear to you, I missed the entire hour of 4 o'clock. The last was that I remember was 3:33.
Are you talking about yesterday?
No, I'm talking about right now.
Oh, I'm
We've been
sorry, guys.
having-
I'm the time. I'm
We've
the
been
time
having
vortex.
so much fun that nobody even knew until Sharon said, at the sound of the tone, the time will be 5:17. Now in Casbah said 5:18. I had no idea. But Angel Callie said she has to grab her mother's painting.
Okay.
So Angel, is your mother like, you're not taking my painting, Angel? Or Callie, you're not taking it. It's mine. Leave it alone. You're not taking a picture of it.
Well,
No.
along those lines, a quick shout out to Gail if she still lurks here. It is bedtime. We understand. Thank
Right, Gail. Yeah, right, Gail. She's trying to come in here. So bad. Like she's like, oh dang, I'm still blocked in there. I can't believe that. I just want to tell them it's time for bed.
What the
Okay.
heck was a hypocritic butt doing up? That's what I want to know.
She was like, wee Willie Winky, or is that who? Wee Willie Winky running through the streets. What the heck is that? Casbah, I didn't know that because it's from her country. The guy, Wee Willie Winky, running through the streets, tapping on the windows. Something. It's. Are all the children in bed? For now, it's 8 o'clock.
There you go with the nursery rhymes again. Really?
Yeah, because you guys, everybody knows the nursery rhyme, right? Wee Willie Winky,
I think so,
running through
but-
the town. What's the next part, Casbah? Wee Willie Winky.
Casbah
I used to
knows
know
it,
this
yeah.
one. Running through the town. And then he puts all the gas lights. Some of them are really old. They have gas lights, and he's got like a little candle snuffer thing, right? And he puts the lights down. Isn't that what he
Upstairs,
does,
downstairs,
Casbah?
in his
He's from-
nightgown.
He's from, in his
That's it?
nightgown. That's it. Yes, in his nightgown. Tapping on Wee Willie Winky, running through the town. No, how does it go?
Casbot, just type the whole thing out.
Wee Willie Winky, running through
Teasing
the
us
town.
one line at a time here. You know she's gonna rack her brain and not be able to
Running-
sleep, so.
Wee Willie Winky, that's just bothering me now. Running through the town. I used to know this.
That's what I asked Casbot. Casbot knows this thing. She's
I
gonna
used to
type
know
it
this
out.
thing too.
Up the stairs,
Up
down
the
the
stairs, in his nightgown, right, Max? In his nightgown, tapping at the windows, rapping at the doors or something.
No,
Rapping
rapping at the
locks.
lock.
Right. Are all the children in bed? It's past 10 o'clock. But in America, they say 8 o'clock, I think. No? I think so.
Okay, who all here, who taught their children these nursery rhymes? Because
Me.
if not, they might not ever hear them. You did? Okay,
I
good.
did. Yes, I used to be able to recite that one all the time. Wee Willie Winky, running through the town, upstairs and downstairs in his nightgown. Tapping at the windows, rapping at the locks. Are all the children in bed? For now, it's past 8 o'clock. There we go. See, I can remember. You have a wild boar in your
Right.
background? Okay. Well, that's a good way to end the show, right? Everybody, we should have one for
With
our
our
own
nursery
show.
rhymes, thank you. Nursery rhyme every night, that'll be
But no,
good.
we should have our own, like rapping at the window, like rapping at the laptops, knocking on the screens.
Wait, knocking on the what?
Okay, Wee Willie Winky, running through the town, upstairs and downstairs in his nightgown. Now he's got a.
Okay, wait a minute. Gail's in her nightgown.
Oh, Gail.
Gail out in her nightgown, telling us to go to bed,
Yeah, but
saying,
okay. All right, then you have to say
saying we have a curfew.
Wee
If we
Willie
don't.
Gail. You can't do that. So it's got to be like Libby Gail running through the town, upstairs and downstairs in her nightgown. She's rapping on the iPads. Rapping on the iPads.
It's got a Gail in her nightgown.
Tapping on the iPads. She's rapping on your screen. Will you people go to bed? The time is now obscene. Okay, I don't
And
know.
it's time for you to dream.
It's time. Yeah, we have to work on that.
Yeah.
Oh, Robin. Oh, wait. Hold on a minute. Robin wants her picture shown. I wasn't even show. I'll show you. Hold. Let me show Robin's picture. I don't want to slight anybody. Think I slighted them.
Okay.
Robin. I'm gonna put them all in a video. So, but I'll show your picture because I don't want you to feel slighted at all. You know. Hang on.
She said, oh, never mind, it was shown.
Oh, hers was not shown.
No, Robin just now said, oh, never mind, it was shown.
Oh no, I didn't. I mean, not here, not tonight.
Oh, okay.
Did I? Or did I? No. Did I? No, I didn't show it. Not tonight. Okay, very nice, Robin. Very nice. You had a very, I like that geo-looking sky. Very
Yeah.
bright, very, very brilliant. Very nice. You have to sign your name on the bottom.
Yes, everybody, please remember that. That's important. Always sign your work with whatever medium that you use. Like, I use just a little white detailed brush down there.
You use the titanium.
Someday,
What-
it
what-
might end up on Antiques Roadshow or something,
It
and
might.
a robot could
Oh,
be
that's
demonstrating it.
RJ Jeff, or what is? Yeah, how do you sign it? Look at that.
RJP, and then
Oh.
I put 07282019, the date.
Okay.
Put the dates on them too, people, so that you don't confuse the AI someday on the Antiques Roadshow when they find your painting under something, under the rat
Oh.
droppings.
Well, how do you know, like, what? Because I have a really, one day I'll have to show you this oil painting I have from my parents. How would you even know who it is? Maybe I'll send you a picture of it. I don't know.
How would you know what? Is
Like
it
who
real
it is
painting or just a
Oh,
print?
real. I've got two real, like, yes, older, very, I paid a lot of money for one at an auction, but I don't know who it is. And then my mother, when somebody told her to invest in art, okay, back in probably the early 70s, she bought this big oil painting. I don't know where she got it from, but it was, but I don't know who, I don't know anything about it. I don't know
Sakura
anything
Bill,
about
I'm not even gonna read that.
it. What?
I'm not. I don't say Winky.
Oh,
Carolyn says it. Yeah, look what Sakura just put there.
No, but no, it was Gail, Glabby Gail running through the town, upstairs and downstairs.
In her
and out, down.
nightgown.
Right, she's tapping on the iPads, rapping on your screen. Are all you people better go to bed? What were you going to say?
It's time. It's past time for you to dream.
It's past time for you to dream, you crazy people. Okay, so we're going to take it out with that. You crazy people, go
All
to
right.
sleep, Gail said. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for coming. Thank you to our mods. Thank you for everybody. And just
Have a
email me
nice
if you
one,
have-
everybody.
Okay, bye-bye,
you.
everybody. See you later. Stay safe. Stay well. I'll take us out.